Hello, welcome back. I'm Statman Dave, and today we're watching Germany versus Mexico. Of course, we've got lots of fun things to talk about today. The World Cup, we've already seen one game so far today. Costa Rica against Serbia. Serbia winning that 1-0. Of course, Mitrovic could have made it 2-3-0, but missed some glorious opportunities. The main man, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, was having a lot of fun. But today, of course, for this game, we are watching the mighty Germans, and me, Timo Werner. I'm excited to give you my analysis as I am playing. I'm scoring goals and also doing this live stream. So that is a reason to like the video and subscribe if you guys are new. But of course, first up, let's do some team news. All about the team news straight away. So Germany setting up in the maybe traditional formation that they have been playing for a number of years now under Low. You know, you're looking at a 4-2-3-1. Manuel Neuer in goal. A back four, of course, of Kimmich, Boateng, Hummels and Profanart. I think that's how you say that dude's name. Into midfield, Sami Khedira, Toni Kroos, and a three behind Timo Werner, Mesut Ozil in the middle, Draxler on the left-hand side, and Thomas Muller on the right. Interesting stuff for Mexico as well. Ochoa in goal, Salcedo, Aloala, Moreno, Gallardo, Hector Herrera, obviously, of Porto. Guardado, who's had a pretty decent season for Real Betis. 8 assists in the league, so watch him from set pieces. He could be a real danger. And then into the three behind Javier Hernandez. Varela plays centrally. Leon on the left-hand side, probably playing as sort of a, doubling up as a fullback, looking to deal with Joshua Kimmich. That could be the first tactical battle that we'll see on the pitch. And Lozano is the guy that you want to watch out for Mexico. 17 goals in the Eredivisie this season. Nicknamed Chunky. So from now on, we're going to call him Chunky. And of course, Javier Hernandez, Chicharito up top for Mexico, wearing the number 14. It's going to be a good game, this one. I've been excited for this game from the start of the World Cup. I think this is one of the ones I'm looking out for. Similar to the sort of Spain-Portugal game, that was one that I was kind of excited for. And the Croatia game we saw last night. Again, that was an absolute corker. But this one is going to be a good one. And there's a lot of tactical differences between the two sides. I think Mexico will sit a bit deep. And what we're going to have in central midfield, of course, is Toni Kroos. We're going to be watching some Kroos control. The mad thing is when you watch Real Madrid players, obviously playing not with Toni Kroos and playing with, playing with the likes of N'Golo Kante deep in midfield, they really struggle to build possession. Germany aren't going to have that problem, and excited to sort of see that, the partnership between Mesut Ozil, Toni Kroos and Khedira. That midfield seems to have been around for years and years, since 2010 around, of course. We've also got Thomas Muller, who's going to be in goal-scoring form. The danger man, though, for Germany is Timo Werner. If they can feed him in between the lines, or if they can feed him in behind the defence, going to be crucial. Again, the Saudi Arabia friendly that I watched last week. Great ball from Joshua Kimmich out the back, over the top for, I think it was Marco Reus or Thomas Muller. They squared it to Timo Werner and he applied the finish. That's what we're going to get from this Germany team. Basically creating everything from Timo Werner. They're quite like Germany in terms of, you think about the sides over the last few tournaments, should I say. You've got the likes of Miroslav Klose, the legendary World Cup striker, 15 goals in the World Cup. That's the best ever for any striker. Of course, Stephen Howson dropping some bars in the back of the thing. Please, calm down, Stephen. It's all going to be all right. Saying that the headphone problem. And of course, after that, in terms of strikers, we've got Mario Gomez, who is on the bench. And if he scores, the button is going to get pressed, guys. Howson is going to lose his shizzle, but it's going to be a lot of fun, that one. Going to be a lot of fun there. So we're going to get the, of course, Mario Gomez button ready, just in case he bags from the bench, because it's a lot of fun. I do enjoy the button. Make sure to press the button, which is the like button, right now. And just enjoy the game, guys. Enjoy the game. Just going to refresh my stream so I can get your comments sort of moving up and so forth. Stephen, if you could share the stream as well, that would be fantastic, guys. Dave, did you see my tweet when I asked the shooting stat of Lukaku? I'm not sure that was. Maybe get it into the comments and I can answer that throughout the game. Germany's attack is quite weak, to be honest. I completely disagree. The German attack is going to be so good. Julian Draxler, very, very good at dribbling. The last time, you think about the last tournament that they were in, 2016, Draxler was one of their best players, in my opinion. Really gave them something else in the final third. Muller off the ball, Ozil as a playmaker, looking to play the through balls, and Draxler was very direct. And looking to get sort of, running at opposition, running at his opponents, and creating a number of good opportunities for the Germans in the European Championship. So it's going to be a really interesting game, guys. Get your score predictions, of course, into the comments. Who do you think is going to win? Cameron saying he's got £5 on Timo Werner to score, Germany to win, and Leon to get booked. That's a good bet. I think there's going to be goals in the game today. I think Timo Werner's potentially going to score a hat-trick or a brace. It's going to be absolutely lovely. But the key guy again for Germany is going to be maybe Toni Kroos in midfield, but also Joshua Kimmich plays a really good role as he's very smart in a way. He's almost a complete wing back where he decides when he needs to go on the overlap, get into the wide area, and he also decides when he wants to move inside. In terms of the relationship that they've got a buy-in in terms of the right wing, Muller and Kimmich, it's really nice. You take the Champions League, one of the goals that they scored against Real Madrid, Muller was out wide crossing and Kimmich actually made the run inside, got into the penalty area and fired the ball home. Joshua Kimmich was directly involved in more goals than any other defender in the knockout stage of the Champions League this season. In the tournament, in total, he got 3 assists and 4 goals. So expect him to be a real asset for them. Again, a central midfielder at the start of his career for Stuttgart, but then moving obviously to Bayern and having that transition, moving to a fullback. But you take fullbacks, they have a lot of touches in the European game these days, so expect him to get on the ball a lot. In terms of Mexico, the guys we've mentioned, Chunky's one to watch out for in terms of his dribbling. I like Hector Herrera, to be honest. Whenever I've watched Porto in the Champions League in recent years, Hector Herrera has always been a decent player. Got an eye for a goal as well, got a pretty decent shot on him. So Germany needs to be very aware of that in central midfield. That could be a really nice battle between Herrera and Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos, for me, the best central midfielder in world football. So good at dictating the tempo. But we are moments away from one of the biggest games in the World Cup so far. Germany versus Mexico. It's going to be a corker. Chunky, top scoring for Mexico in qualifying with 4 goals. And I think in terms of Germany, let's have a look who was top scoring for them as well. So it was, I think it was a few players getting some goals in there. We're about to kick off here, guys. Timo Werner and the lads are going to be scoring some goals today. So kick-off is moments away. We are about to have kick-off. I've just got to do this timing so we get our clock absolutely on point. The Mexican centre forward are kicking off in about... There, he's kicked off now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That should be absolutely fantastic for getting the clock nice on time. But guys, if you haven't, of course, subscribed, hit the notification bell as well so you know when I'm going live over the World Cup. This is the last sort of game we're going to be doing for a few days. So I'm going to be going down to Cornwall for my sister's wedding. So we'll be back, I think, next week for some more live streams for the World Cup. Again, I've really enjoyed doing this. I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. I've seen a lot of names in the comments. Keep coming back, the likes of Mark and the lads, Ash, Sean, all the guys right there. It's Chucky, not Chunky. Is it Chunky or Chucky? It's Chucky, not Chunky. I'm going to call him Chunky from now on just because that's my nickname I've given him. But of course, Chucky from Mexico, the Danger Man. It's going to be interesting, though, to see how this game moves out and what goes down. At the moment, we're seeing Germany sitting rather deep in central midfield. Ball into the feet of one of the Mexican players in between the lines. We've got a chance here. Full back in on the the right-hand side. Cuts in. Shot. Brilliant block there. Jerome Boateng coming over. Apparently surplus to requirement to Bayern Munich. That is crazy because of obviously his injury thing. But Chucky coming in there. Lovely little bit of play outside. Is offside there, yeah. Miles offside. If the referee hasn't flagged that, he's absolutely stupid. But a great covering block from Jerome Boateng. Again, Mexico could be a bit of a threat from set pieces. Again, what we were talking about yesterday, set pieces have been so key in this tournament. Leon with the corner for Mexico, whipped into the pretty decent area there. Still spilled. Manuel Neuer gets on. I think it came off. Maybe Joshua Kimmich was there. No, it was the left fullback. The ball came off the back of his heels, but a chance for Mexico there in the opening 2 minutes of the game, guys. Nearly a goal there, nearly a goal. Sean Lewis, you absolute legend, mate. Shout out. Just going to go into the comments now. Am I doing a live stream for the next game? Is that the Brazil game? No, unfortunately I won't be. I'll be chilling out and I'm maybe having a few lagers, just having a bit of a relaxing time. Because, you need to relax as well as do the World Cup every single time. Guys, yeah, hit the like button. Keep hitting the like button, guys. Keep hitting all that stuff, that beautiful stuff. Mark going, come on, Mexico. I think Khedira is the weak link in this German team. Interesting sort of tactical information there. It's going to be an interesting one to see how he moves with Kroos. Of course, Kroos usually has a destroyer behind him when he plays club football with Real Madrid. We've seen this pairing work well before for Germany, at the Euros, at the World Cup before. So I think it will be okay. Khedira, though, he just needs to be positionally disciplined. I think that's the big thing. We saw yesterday with Croatia here. We have Timo Werner in behind, shot across the goal. That's going to be the consistent threat for Mexico, is Werner making those runs from out to in and in to out. That time he made a run from the centre half position out to the fullback, got a shot with his right foot across the goalkeeper. Did the keeper get a hand on this? The first set piece of Germany? Did he get a hand? Nope. Past the goal. Ochoa not been able to get close to it, but that's what Werner's going to do. If Germany can get there and play those through balls for Timo Werner, that is exactly how Germany are going to score some goals. I'm just going to update the title right now for the 0-0 so we get some more people enjoying the stream with you guys. My current stream, we're on 3 minutes and 12 seconds. So if you guys want to, sort of get the same time as me, that's where we are right now in the game. Here we have Timo Werner on the right wing. The big thing about Timo Werner as well, not only is he very, very good in the central area, he's very comfortable out wide, having played at Stuttgart on the left-hand side and for RB Leipzig this season and the season before, sometimes on the right wing in a 4-3-3. So expect him to be comfortable in those situations. There was a game in the Champions League against Besiktas. We can even go to that on the stats zone app, excuse me, and have a quick look at that game. I think it was the sort of last group game. Besiktas won the game, but I thought Timo Werner played really well. The Besiktas keeper had an absolute worldie of a game. Let me just quickly find that Besiktas game for you guys. It was this one, RB Leipzig at home, I do think. Timo Werner playing on the wing. Let's just get that up right now. So Timo Werner, you can see on the left wing there, but it was very interchangeable in terms of how they switched the positions between Bruma and Werner and Augustin. They were all very lovely interchange between. Again, Werner down this right-hand side. He seems to be liking this right channel in the first few minutes of the game. Wins the throw-in for Germany. But in terms of his performance, he was really, really good at creating shots for himself. So a lot of that was coming in onto that right foot, but there were other opportunities that he did create as more of a natural winger on the right. Again, we can see his pass map receiving the ball on both sides in both areas. Very, very dangerous. I'd love him at Man United, Timo Werner, maybe in a 4-4-2 with Lukaku. That would be so sick. But in terms of his dribbles, again, that's what we were sort of mentioning before. Comfortable at dribbling from those wide areas and coming inside. Modern day forward Timo Werner will be one of the best in the next few seasons. He's going to be up there with the likes of, you're thinking Neymar when he finally knocks Ronaldo and Messi off their sort of perch of best players in the world. Timo Werner will be there as well, but very comfortable. 5 out of 6 dribbles completed against Besiktas in terms of chances created as well. From that left-hand side, I think the crosses were from the right, if I do remember. Yeah, so very, very good performance from Timo Werner in the game against Besiktas, but RB Leipzig losing that 2-1. Besiktas were pretty decent in the Champions League this season. But back to the game, Jerome Boateng again. Maybe we can do a little bit of chat about his move to Manchester United as the game sort of evolves and it goes through the paces. I've just lost my connection to the comments, so I'm just getting back onto that, guys. 2 seconds. He's called Chunky because he has a reputation. Chucky, sorry, because I'm going to get that wrong all through the stream. I apologise, guys. He's called Chucky because his reputation for playing pranks and scaring his teammates. Like the doll? Is that right? Fair play. Fair play. He is a banter king, an absolute banter king. Fair play. You need that in the dressing room. You need a guy that's going to do that. We have the ball back from Mats Hummels at centre-half. Looking to get onto the ball and playmaking. Julian Draxler dropping a little bit deep to receive the ball. A lot of space for him to attack into. Leon making his way. Oh, it's not Leon. It's Leon making his way back. Through ball in here. Thomas Muller slipping into the penalty area. Wins the first corner for Germany. See how Thomas Muller's movement there. So good across the line. Always finding that space in behind the defence or in good areas where he can look to create and combine around Deuter, a space investigator as they call it in Germany. And that's sort of, you never, when you watch Thomas Muller, he never does too much on the ball in deep areas, but it's always in and around the penalty area where he makes his really good work. Shot coming in from Mats Hummels, easy save from the Mexican goalkeeper. Decent high tempo for this game so far. I like that a lot. Just switching back to the World Cup. Been good so far, the World Cup. 8 minutes gone on the Stat Zone app, but we've only got 6 minutes on so far. Again, guys, keep sharing the stream. Share it around the world to all your pals. Let's get it down. Dave, can you keep the scoreline viewable when you're on the viewing stats? I don't think we can, but we'll look to do that for the next time we're streaming live in about a week's time. We'll look to... we're going to make the stream better. We've got other ideas of adding things, so stay tuned for a lot of interesting things that are going to come soon on the Statman Dave YouTube channel as well. Stephen Alson is doing meat pie for the second time today. There's a lot of banter involved there, so make sure you check that out at around 9 o'clock. Is that right, Steve? 9 o'clock you're going live? So 9 o'clock, go and check out Stephen Alson's meat pie show. It's a lot of fun. Ben will be there with Steve. Looking at all the memes, all the banter over the first few days of the World Cup. We've got a free kick for Mexico just outside the D. Mats Hummels diving in a little bit there. There's potentially the problem with Sami Khedira, that he's not in a naturally holding position. Needs to take a sort of leaf out of the Croatian book where Modric and Rakitic worked so well in terms of who was holding. Rakitic was holding until he got booked. Then Modric was holding. Then when they made the tactical change and Kramaric came off, Modric went to attacking midfield and Brozovic came on into that defensive position. Need to take that. And there needs to be some responsibility or Germany going to get caught out like that. That was a good counter-attack from Mexico. Really quick from back to front. Exciting stuff. right there in 100% of the time. Did you see anything of... I can't even pronounce the guy. Lookman, when he was on loan at Leipzig. Yeah, the last game of the season was a good example of that. Lookman was brilliant in that game. Augustin and Lookman had a really good relationship. It's almost like Everton, a massive stinker letting him go out on loan. So talented, looks like a very good player. And credit to him for going for RB Leipzig. Free kick coming in from Leon over the bar. Goal kick to Germany. Manuel Neuer will recycle the play. But yeah, Lookman is a very good player with the ball at his feet. And he's kind of like an RB Leipzig player. You're looking at yesterday for, another Leipzig player that did very well, of course, was the main man, Yussuf Poulsen. Did give away the penalty, but did make a very good contribution in an attacking sense. With the goal, again, great counter-attack from Denmark. Classic sort of Leipzig play this in terms of the positioning of the two forwards. You had Jorgensen and Poulsen up against the back line. I think there was three centre-backs or three defenders in the situation on the break, but you saw two players up against them and then an attacking midfielder getting in between the space, sort of like a 2 and a 1. If you watch RB Leipzig, that happens a lot with Werner, Yussuf Poulsen, and then the guy that's creating is Forsberg, Emil Forsberg. Check him out as well with Sweden. They're playing tomorrow, I do believe. Talented creator. But it was really good, Eriksen getting into that position and getting into that area behind the defence, drawing a player in, drawing the two centre-backs. Great through ball and a fantastic finish. But another RB Leipzig player. They're the guys that are going to be, a lot of people will be talking about them at the end of this tournament. The likes of Forsberg, Werner, Yussuf Poulsen, all going to be players that are going to emerge after this tournament. Top talented individuals. And Lookman, Everton need to get him in their side next season. Here we have Mexico, a little bit of possession in the German half. Germany looking a little bit too easy to play for at the moment. Not liking that at all. Shot comes in well held by Manuel Neuer. Bit sloppy though from the Germans. A bit too much space in between the lines. Starting to get to me a little bit, starting to frustrate me as a football fan. What do we have right here? So, for example, the space in between what we have in widescreen, that thing, make it a bit bigger. No, let's go back to the goal animation. There you go, that's what we want. So, for example, the space in between the four, Muller, Khedira, Kroos, Draxler, there's getting into the space between that line of four and the midfield and the defensive four, which is becoming a little bit of an issue. What do I think about Manuel Neuer getting picked over Ter Stegen? Yeah, Manuel Neuer is getting picked over Ter Stegen every day of the week for me. He's a better keeper. Of course, the injury of Manuel Neuer, it was a heel injury. He's getting back into form, to fitness. I'll pick Neuer every day of the week. Neuer, so good as a goalkeeper. Ter Stegen will be there. Will be German number one when Neuer retires. But for me, Neuer every day of the week until he retires. But good question coming in. Ash saying Forsberg is second to Lindelof, of course. No, unfortunately, Forsberg is definitely number one. You'll just, as soon as you watch him, you'll understand how good he is, coming from the left wing into the number 10. Here we have Muller behind the defence once again. A lovely run that time from outside to in from Thomas Muller on that right wing. Beautiful movement from the German guy. Absolutely loves the World Cup. He's been directly involved in, I think it's around, he's got 10 goals. I think he's got about 4 assists or 5 assists in the last 2 tournaments as well. Such a talented individual. Keep getting your questions in, guys, for the World Cup. Do you think Muller will get his goal this World Cup? Yes, I think he will. Muller is an absolute superstar. James MUFC, could Leipzig lose some key players after the World Cup? No, I don't think they will. I think that they've got some good players that should just play more. You could see teams coming in, but Leipzig don't need to sell. Backed by Red Bull, they don't need to sell any of their players. I think they'll be interested in these guys, but I think maybe the summer after. Forsberg could be the only one that I could see moving this summer. I can't see Werner going. I can't see Yussuf Poulsen going. There'll be some big interest, but I don't see the moves going through. Good question, though, James. Good stuff. Predictions for Brazil, Switzerland. Later on, it's going to be a Brazil win. I think Brazil look very good in terms of their creativity, blended with that aggression in midfield. I think they've got a lot of work in there. The likes of Fernandinho, Casemiro, and Fred when he's fit will be a real good midfield. But again, the likes of Coutinho, Neymar, Gabriel Jesus providing that flair and stuff, that'll be lovely. Sean, do I watch 442 Tunes? Not really. I'm not really massively into comedy football content. I like the serious stuff, like this stream, in terms of analysing the game. I'm not really interested into 442 Tunes. If it comes on social media, I'll watch it if it's funny. If they've done some really good stuff. I credit to the guy who works very hard and delivers a really good product, but it's just not really for me. I like other types of comedy. Not really football comedy, unfortunately. Sane should have been taken to this World Cup. They're lacking some pace. Sane, it's absolutely been poor for Germany, to be fair. Only one assist in 14 games, 0 goals for Germany. There was a reason why he didn't take him as well. His personality. There's been clashes between Lowe and Sane. And unfortunately for the team blend, Julian Brandt is the better guy. How many goals and assists has Sane got in the Bundesliga this season? 0 and 0. Julian Brandt, 9 goals and 3 assists. That's exactly why Joachim Low took him to the World Cup. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic was amazing today. I completely agree. How would he fit into Real Madrid? We'll put that question into the... I'm going to save that question for a little bit later on. We'll talk about that, as the game sort of develops. We're going to look at some stats in a minute. We're nearly at the 15-minute warning, so we'll have a look at the stats and then maybe we'll talk a little bit about Sergej for Serbia, because I thought he was fantastic. It's funny how you listen to the commentary again and being... Anyone that looks to make something happen in this day in football gets hammered. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, I think he tried to flick on his edge of area. Yeah, you don't want that. Yes, he's a young player. Yes, he should got to get this out of the game. But 2 seconds later in the same move, 2 players come to him, he just rolls them out, and then Serbia on the counter-attack. And it's like, ooh, chance coming in again from Mexico, looking dangerous from set pieces. This German team not looking too sharp right now. Need to switch on. They've been pretty poor in the friendlies. And again, too easy, that big chance there. Was it a defensive header just winning that last minute, but not good enough from Germany? Sloppy start from the Germans. But again, Milinkovic-Savic hammered by the commentary, even though he's doing something good. Very, very frustrating. People need to look at the game slightly differently, be a little bit more analytical, especially guys on co-coms like Ali McCoist. What a muppet. But anyway, guys, let's have a look at some stats. 15 minutes nearly coming up. We're currently on 14:27 on our stream. Sami Khedira deep in midfield, back to Jerome Boateng. Mesut Ozil dropping deep. Ball out wide to Joshua Kimmich on the right wing. Back on himself, back to Ozil. Simple football from Germany at the moment in the final third. Maybe lacking a little bit of a tempo about them. Keeping it a little bit slow. Nice play there from Toni Kroos to Thomas Muller. Out wide to Julian Draxler. Looks to come inside. Can he switch the play? Lovely ball out. Joshua Kimmich in an advanced area. Can he get the cross into the box? Brilliant ball into the box. Very, very close there. Defending from Mexico at the back post, but I believe it was Salcedo. Sami Khedira making a run. Fantastic football from Germany there. Great ball in from Joshua Kimmich, a player that's got more assists than any other German or any other player in Europe in qualifying. 9 assists, and that is why. Great ball. He also is the top assisting defender in Europe's top 5 leagues this season in all competitions. I think around 20 assists. That was a cracking ball there. I love it when fullbacks slow himself down and put balls in like that. So also another thing that Golovin did. Shot coming in from Germany. Easy save from the corner, edge of the area. Looks like Germany have finally turned the tempo on. That was some good football. Again, the guy that was getting that tempo a little bit quicker was the main man, Toni Kroos. Let's see how the stats are developing in the first half. Of course, if you want to get Stat Zone, that's the app we're using. The link is in the description below, so go and give that a click. But again, Germany, left-hand side, Mesut Ozil on the left wing. Ball inside to Toni Kroos. Is he going to have a shot on goal? Shot comes in, pretty poor, deflected. Goal kick to Mexico. But in terms of the stats, again, Germany kind of dominating. It's pretty even. Those colours are a little bit suspect in a way. Quite difficult to look at who's doing what. But anyway, in terms of passes, Jerome Boateng currently dominating out the back. What I like from Jerome Boateng, he's got a great range. That's why he would be an asset for Manchester United if he were to be brought in. Great range of passing. You've seen the switching of play. An interesting one. What do you guys think? Get into the comments. If Boateng were to sign for Manchester United, is it an issue that he played for City? It would be one of the first times I think we've seen in so many years a player moving from City to United. We have seen Tevez go the other way, but maybe it's the first time, I don't know, since Dennis Law that a player's moved from United to City. That was, is it?
Michael Clegg, Richie Delat.
Richie Delat? Fair play. But Jerome Boateng so far completed more passes, and it is those big long switches out that I do like. To that left-hand side, getting either the fullback or Julian Draxler nice and high up the pitch. Leon creating chances. Been a threat from corners and from open play. I think they're both set pieces, those, actually, to be fair. Looks like a good delivery from the lad. Mesut Ozil, 6 out of 6 passes in the final third. That's what you expect from Mesut Ozil. So good at retaining possession in those tight areas. Probably my favourite thing, apart from his through ball ability, is his ability to retain possession with passes in that final third. So good at doing that. Absolutely fantastic talent. Moving to the thing, take-ons, we've not really got anything yet. Sami Khedira recovering some balls, and Thomas Muller putting in the hard yards. Joshua Kimmich with the interceptions again. Boateng showing that his ability to be comfortable in the wide areas in terms of interceptions out wide. Again, that would be an asset for Manchester United, giving tactically they need to move on their team. The fullbacks need to get a lot higher. The centre-halves need to be comfortable at defending wide. Boateng would be good there, having played, I do believe, left-back, right-back and centre-half in his career so far. Injuries is literally the only reason why Jerome Boateng won't be staying at Bayern Munich next season. It's a bit of a weird one, but you can kind of see why with Niklas Süle coming in. Mats Hummels, 2 fantastic centre-halves there. Probably right for Bayern Munich, looking to get in some more money, some more financing. Kind of makes a bit of sense for them to maybe sell Jerome Boateng, given his injury record over the last few seasons. Similar with Thiago, the only reason why Thiago's leaving Bayern again, injury record. Maybe they need to sort out their physios over in Bayern Munich. They need to do a bit of research into some lads with some, maybe get some horse placenta involved. I've heard that's a pretty decent thing to sort people out quick. Or just, you know, whether Pep Guardiola sends players like Leroy Sané. Allegedly. I just said where he sends them, Stephen. Allegedly sends them. You know, just having a bit of a laugh, guys. No harm mentioned there, guys. We will be going through the World Cup team of the tournament so far. I do believe Marty's putting that together, so as soon as Marty's got that ready, get into our little chat, and we'll maybe chat about that towards the start of the second half. We'll be looking into the Serbia game from earlier on, maybe talking about Milinkovic-Savic, now he'd fit into United and Real Madrid. So keep getting your stuff in. Carlos Tevez is the shout, of course, from United to City, but it's the City-United connection is what I wanted to go. Dave, do you think Julian Weigl can eventually work his way into this German side? Yes, I just believe he needs to be back in form. There's been of course, last season Dortmund were rubbish. Managers coming in, managers coming out. Julian Weigl had a bad season. I think under Lucien Favre, we're going to see some real good stuff. Lucien Favre is one of my favourite managers in world football. His Gladbach team was so sick. Werner in again, in behind the Mexico defence. They can't keep doing this. Shot a goal, well saved. That is going to become a big worry from Mexico if they keep allowing that. You've got to know whether you've got to go with him. You've got to go with Timo Werner. His movement is too good in behind there. Lovely, you know, little sort of little body feint there from Werner, allowing him to get his shot away. A lovely tackle there from Mats Hummels. He's won the ball there, ref. What are you talking about? Get the VAR there. We're going to make those stinky decisions. But yeah, Julian Weigl will get into this German team. Would be brilliant to see those. Just replay this brilliant tackle from Mats Hummels. Very physical defending there. But it'd be great to see both Weigl and Kroos in the same midfield. Maybe with a holder behind. Maybe that's the next iteration of this German team. 4-3-3. Anyway, guys, how have you been finding the World Cup so far as well? Get that into the comments. All the good things in life. My stream is frozen, Stephen. Is it frozen for you? Are you okay? Are you alright? You're sweet? Perfect. Maybe it was just my internet. Jake from the State Farm. I'm glad to see my favourite goalkeeper from 2014, Ochoa. Ochoa was so good in that tournament. It was like, you know, watching Ochoa in that tournament was just fun because Mexico conceded so many chances. He had to make so many saves, but he made some really good saves. Ash, the Germany kit is very underrated. It is. Stephen Housen likes the away one. I like the home one. Really like how the home one goes on that type of thing. Muller being wasted on the right wing. Don't disagree with that. I think he gets so much freedom there, and of course, with it going round. With, for example, Kimmich pushing on and so forth, it's lovely stuff. Timo Werner looks like Statman's mean little brother. Yeah, we are twins. He was the evil twin, I was the good twin. That's why he plays football and I don't, because that evilness got him through, a number of age groups. So here we have Muller on the right wing, defended well by Mexico, clearing the ball, and again, Germany recycled the possession through Mesut Ozil, I do believe, was it? Doing some hard yards, some defensive work. Yeah, it was. Beautiful stuff. Is there any player you miss? Any player that you miss in the German team? Does that mean anyone that I'd like to see in the German team? I think they need a destroyer. That'd be quite nice. Rudy would have been there, I reckon, if he was playing for Hoffenheim still this season. Again, moving to Bayern Munich. Maybe not great for him in his career. Maybe need to think a bit more about the next sort of step. Sean Lewis, I hate the new German kick, to be honest. Why, Sean? Why do you hate it? Here we have Draxler coming in from the left wing, looking to cut back. Kroos takes over. Gets a shot away, well held by Ochoa once again. Ochoa is making their saves already. Ochoa and Tim Howard were mint in 2014. So was Keylor Navas. Keylor Navas was very good in that tournament, if you remember. Costa Rica got pretty far. Can't remember where they got knocked out, but they got pretty far. Navas was absolutely sick. They were good in a defensive sense. Germany won't win the World Cup this time. Brazil will. I think this German team will find their rhythm. They always do in tournament football. I think they may be sloppy in the group, but I think as soon as those knockout phases go, Germany will start rocking. The thing with Brazil, I think what they've added in midfield, that strength and that aggression. Oh, Mexico winning the ball high here. Mats Hummels, a stinky manoeuvre there, losing the ball. Mexico on the counter-attack. What can they do? Javier Hernandez with a shot, well blocked from Jerome Boateng. Jerome Boateng is having a great game so far, guys. Fantastic football. Maybe we'll get some stats out on the Twitter account. Great football from Jerome Boateng. That's why Man United are going to get a great asset when they buy him from Bayern Munich this summer. And Joshua Kimmich diving in there, conceding a set piece. But that was some poor play from Mats Hummels, getting caught on the ball. That's kind of what you see sometimes from ball-playing centre-halves when they come out. They will get robbed. but the asset of having them in there outweighs them getting robbed sometimes. But let's keep getting into the comments, guys. Brazil are overrated. Sean Lewis saying that. I completely agree, guys. Brazil are a little bit overrated. Do you think Muller would be good at Manchester United? Yes, Muller would be amazing at Manchester United. I've wanted him for so long, but I don't know whether he's ever come. When we actually got linked with him under Louis van Gaal, because of the Louis van Gaal connection, you know, the first sort of manager to bring him into the Bayern Munich team, scored a load of goals under Louis van Gaal. That was so good. That was so exciting, but never to come. Apparently, though, he just loves it in Munich. Why would you... Again, you've got to remember that he's a Munich fan. He's been there for so long. He's a key leader in the club. Family are there. His missus is there. It's just one of those things where I would advise Muller to stay at Munich. But if he were to join Bayern, that would be sick. He's one of my favourite players in world football. Remember that goal he scored against Roma in the Champions League from about 2009, maybe, the outside of the boot finish? That was absolutely sick, guys. Absolutely sick. In my opinion, you really want an injury-prone Boateng who plays like 20 games a season. That is the only issue. Completely agree with you there. KBMCFC0161, Manny on the map. Yeah, I completely agree with that. That's the only issue. Jerome Boateng being injury-prone is the big one there. You need a centre-half to play week in, week out. But if you can get him fit like we're seeing now, you've got one hell of a defender. There's that bloody horrible Hector Moreno who broke Luke Shaw's leg, ended Luke Shaw's career pretty much. Absolute wet. Back to the comments, guys. Mats Hummels is one of the most overrated centre-backs I've ever seen. Come on, Shane. He's a very, very, very good player on the ball. I think that's one of the assets. His technique when he's passing is a joke. It's like a central midfielder back there. It's going to be really interesting to see him under Niko Kovac next season. Of course, Kovac taking over as Bayern Munich manager. Eintracht Frankfurt, of course, they won the German Cup this season. They're great football inside, but playing a back three, so that could be quite interesting. And why they're trying to sell Boateng, I don't know. Maybe we've got to rephrase that. I'm just trying to think of who else Bayern Munich have at defenders. We're going to get that up on Wikipedia now. See who other defenders they have. Oh, of course, they've got David Alaba that's played there before under Guardiola. He's a good little ball player. But yeah. Let's keep chatting about the Bayern Munich defence. So let's move down to the current, not the current staff. The current players of Bayern Munich, of course, you've got Niklas Süle, Hummels, who can play centre-half. Javi Martinez could play centre-half for them. They are pretty stacked there. Whether Niko Kovac does go to a back three, it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, maybe if they do let him go, they'll have to sign another centre-back in, guys. What do you think? Into the comments. And I think we're cool. I just set the image, but you've done it, which is sweet. You're a great guy. Thanks for everything you've done. You rule. Mexico defending the penalty area, high foot there, advantage Mexico again on the counter-attack here. A 3-on-3, the Germans not looking very tactically balanced here. I think we've got Chucky on the left wing. I think it is Chucky, 22. Coming inside again, a little footwork. Can he get the shot away? Number 7, Leon over the bar. Let's just make sure that is the correct lad that I've just called out there, because I don't want to be making some stinky errors. Oh, I've just clicked on the wrong thing. Yes, number 22. Looking good on the counter, Mexico. That was a 3v3 again. Lozano is electrifying whenever he has the ball. That's from Ash. Yeah, I agree. Looks like a really, really good player. James MUFC. Chucky doing bits already. Completely agree with that as well. Mark, to be honest, I wasn't really impressed by Savic. We'll talk about him. Don't need 2 Pogbas. No, I think we do need both of those players. Slightly different. I'll tell you why very shortly. We'll talk about that maybe around 30 minutes. In about 5 minutes' time, we'll talk about that. Aaron, score prediction in. 3-1 to Germany, guys. Get your score predictions into the comments, guys. Keep sharing the stream. Keep liking it. Alex, shout out to Alex. I got a World Cup Prezi for you. My dad will drop it off. Cheers, Alex, you absolute legend. Go and check out Alex's YouTube channel. Alex Neil, spelled Nield. Go and give him a sub, because he is an absolute hero. And again, Mexico, left-hand side here, breaking down the wing. The low cross, great defending on the cover by Sami Khedira, I do believe. Facing up the number 11 from Mexico, Carlos Varela, moved, of course, to the USA from Real Sociedad recently. Lozano a little bit deep in that move, behind the play, but again, Mexico looking very, very good going forward. Who else is in this group, guys? Who else is in this group? It is obviously Sweden and South Korea. It's kind of looking like at the moment they kind of expect Mexico and Germany to go through. In my predictions pre-World Cup, who have I got going through? I think I do have Germany going through as group leaders in Group F, and I do have Sweden number 2. Again, It's going to be a great game. Mexico versus Sweden will be a corker. You know, you need to pick your World Cup games this year if you don't want to watch them all. I reckon that'll be one that you guys definitely want to watch. That's going to be a real good game in Group F. That is the final game. That is on the 27th of June at 3 o'clock English time. So make sure you check that one out. That'll be a corking game. Slow start from Germany. They'll score 2 goals in the second half. Yep, fair play. That's going to be more score predictions coming in. We've got 1-1 from Neds. 1-0 from Mexico from LJH. Tasty stuff in there. What about Lozano to Manchester United? Can he play at right wing? He can do. He can play on the left, can play on the right. I think I quite like him on the left, though, because he does come in. I think his stronger foot is his right foot, I do believe. So that's pretty decent there. Leon again having another shot. He bloody loves shooting, doesn't he, that lad? Absolutely loves it. Man City have a first option on him, apparently. That comes in from James Kennedy. I think I remember that. Yeah, Man City paid PSG a bit of cash or something. He's been the best player on the pitch. Maybe Marty will get some stats out about him. That'll be pretty decent. Best player on the pitch as well. That'll be quite lovely, jubbly. Let's have a look at his stats so far, actually. Let's do it on the stream, God damn it, Dave. So far, Mexico. Let's jump over to the lineup, switch to the stats. Quality stuff here. But Germany, they need to switch on, guys. We need some more play for them. So let's have a look at his attacking dashboard so far. Not many passes, but a lot of take-ons in the penalty area. See those 2 stars? Make them a little bit bigger for you guys. There's 2 stars in the penalty area. That are completed dribbles. So completed 2 dribbles inside the penalty area so far, and 3 chances created as well. Those light blue arrows are chances created. If you want to, you can check this on the little thing here. If you can check this out right now, we've got the passes, so you can see the goal assist in there. But anyway, let's jump out of that and jump onto his stats. So he's had his 1 attempt on goal so far, blocked. Maybe could be shooting a little bit quicker. He looks a bit hesitant on the ball. 12 passes, of course, with the 3 chances created. That's pretty decent so far for the main man for Mexico. Scrolling further down, take-ons again. We mentioned 2 out of 2 inside the penalty area. Lovely stuff there. And those 3 chances created. Winning tackles as well, doing the hard yards. Making the interceptions as well. So it's been a good performance so far. Currently man of the match with the main man, Jerome Boateng, who's been very good. We currently have a pause in play. Boateng down, injured. I don't think he's a muscular injury. I think it's a head injury. This is a big tournament for him, though. If he plays every single game, maybe we could look at him slightly differently. I hate Boateng's something-filled hair. Fair enough. What's with the hair? Hating Sean. Come on, buddy. Love it. Absolutely love it. James, are you surprised none of the big sides have laid down a marker so far? Do you think Brazil and Belgium will be the teams to do it? Yeah, I think Brazil and Belgium will be. But I think the teams that have laid down the biggest markers so far, Russia and Croatia. Croatia, I'm backing to be the dark horse of the tournament. I've got them going to the semi-finals and losing to Germany. So I expect them to be really good. They were so good yesterday. Can't say how much I enjoyed their performance, both in a tactical sense, physicality sense, their style of play, how they defended, the blocks they put in. They were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We did it on the stream yesterday. If you want to check out the analysis of that game, maybe jump to the end of the video and there's a little bit of analysis on the game. If you missed it, if you were busy, of course you shouldn't have been busy. You should have been in there on the, on the stream checking stuff out. Aaron Burke coming in, Werner to score the first goal, 3-1. I hope it does score. Of course, brother Werner playing over in Russia. Will I be on the kickoff tomorrow? Yes, I will be. I'm probably heading down at around 2 o'clock, I think it is, 2:35, my train. So if you're on the train, come and give me a shout. We'll have a chat about the World Cup. I'm going to be filming some transfer stuff in the morning for the Statman Dave YouTube channel. Hopefully we'll be out on Wednesday. And then, of course, with the kickoff live with the true Geordie, Lawrence McKenna. And I think Flav may be on the show tomorrow as well. Flav from Ball Street, Tottenham Fighting Cocks. Lovely lad. Ash, 96, saying I was really impressed by Kramaric yesterday. Yeah, Kramaric was absolutely sick. Really good stuff from Kramaric. Maybe if I have a look at the Serbia game now. Let's chat about Milinkovic-Savic and all the good stuff there, because this game has got into a little bit of a lull. Again, if you missed it, guys, it was a 1-0 win for Serbia. I think more than 50% of the goals of this World Cup have come from set pieces now. It was yesterday, it was 50%. Now it's even more than 50%. I think it's around 8 goals have been scored from set pieces so far. And the free kick from Kolarov was absolutely sick. Like, if you've not seen it, that's been the free kick. We've seen 4 free kicks so far. Golovin for Russia. We've got the Ronaldo one for, of course, Portugal. What was the other one? The other free kick. Mind blank right now, but there was another free kick that went in. Is it just 3? Is it 3? Might be 3. I've just had a mind blank. Maybe that was the 3rd one. Anyway, we'll look at that a bit later on. But that was the only goal of the game. But we could have had some more goals. Mitrovic. Seriously. 2 massive chances he missed. Like, he should have scored twice. And the main man that was creating the danger, the guy that we've been calling through the whole World Cup that's going to be one of the talents of the World Cup, was the main man, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, playing as a number 10 in the game off Mitrovic. Played 2 brilliant through balls to Mitrovic. The first one, Mitrovic was clean through. Should have scored. The second one, the defender gets back on Mitrovic. But Milinkovic-Savic, for me, was fantastic. We take a look at his dashboard. Playing, in a decent area of the pitch, looking to get down, get the ball. Oh, that's the wrong player. We've clicked on the wrong Serbian player. There we go, guys. I was thinking, he's doing nothing in and around the penalty area. That's not what I looked at before. But you see the take-ons in the final third, the chances created in the final third, the through balls. He had one hell of a game for me. What do you guys think? Out of 10, what was his score in the game? What are you guys going to give it? I'm going to give him a good 8. He played very, very well in terms of the shots as well. Had 2 big opportunities in the game. The weird thing here, I think Opta have missed some shots because he had the one where he had the bicycle kick that missed. That was on the left side. I think he also had a chance in the first half. I wasn't too sure what was going down with the guys. Opta, come on, sort it out, guys. You're better than that. You are better than that, guys. In terms of his passes again, all in and around the penalty area. Beautiful, beautiful stuff from Milinkovic-Savic. And the through balls that we've seen, so the 3 through balls. This is the big difference for Paul Pogba for me. Milinkovic-Savic is a player that gets into the final third. He gets in between the lines. Pogba, for me, more of a player that, a bit more of an advanced playmaker, if you're thinking Football Manager terms, whereas Milinkovic-Savic is more of a guy that's going to get in between the lines, the second striker of Mexico. Here we have Jerome Boateng 1v1 with the Mexican forward. Here we have Chucky on the side, coming inside. Can he get the shot away? Shot away, it's 1-0 Mexico. What a finish. The guy that's been good so far, Lozano, scores his first goal for Mexico at the World Cup. That is 5th goal for in the World Cup qualifying and the tournament. That was a fantastic counter-attack. Jerome Boateng 1v1. What were Germany doing, guys? That has been a crazy, crazy start from Germany. Mexico deserve it. Again, Germany building from central midfield. Great ball winning there from Mexico. Great pressure in central midfield. Ball direct to feet. A little 1-2. Mats Hummels getting massively caught out there, guys. What do you think of Mats Hummels there? Through ball. Kimmich getting completely turned inside. You know he's going to do that. You know he's going to do that. Great finish, Manuel Neuer. Absolutely not getting close to that. That was a great counter-attack from Mexico. We've impressed in the opening part of the game. Fantastic move inside and a great finish low down. Maybe Manuel Neuer could do better. Maybe I was wrong. Ter Stegen over Manuel Neuer. Get into the comments, guys. Stephen Alson is giving me the eyes. The eyes of a man that I have messed up. The Mexican, they're crying, they're bloody loving it. Drama, drama, drama. Cameron Walters saying Germany are so open, what do they need to change? Let's have a look at the bench maybe. We'll go back to Milinkovic-Savic a little bit later on because the game has sparked into life. Absolutely sparked into life. Lovely, lovely stuff from the Mexicans. A brilliant, brilliant counter-attack. There is a lack of a true destroyer. That's what I've been saying. There has been the space in between the lines, which is what we've been sort of talking about. And again, that's been the big issue for Germany. That sort of space problem. Can we get the lineup out there? There we go. So the issue that we've had so far is the space in between the lines of midfield and the attack. Who can they bring on maybe to sort of sort this out? Goretzka, more of an attacking player. Rudy could be the only guy that's going to naturally hold. I'd say Rudy maybe. Get Rudy on. A little bit more control in central midfield because it's been far too open. Sami Khedira has been this tactical weakness potentially. Got a lot of comments in here, guys. Dave, don't you think Kimmich is suspect defensively? No, usually not. He just got absolutely turned inside there. Big, big mistake first up from Mats Hummels. His second big mistake of the game. He's having a poor game. And of course, the Kimmich getting turned inside. Germany, instant reaction here. Julian Draxler in the penalty area. Can they get a shot away? Recycled shot on goal. Great block from the Mexicans. I think that was Sami Khedira. Free kick outside the box. This game has sparked into life. Let's get into the main live reaction, really. Regan saying that Khedira is past it. Maybe he is done. Oh my. There goes my clean sheet points for Kimmich. Yep, that is me as well. Done. Dom, what have we done, buddy? What have we done? That was an absolute crazy tackle on Kimmich, that. Set piece, edge of the area here. Who's going to step up? Maybe it'll be Toni Kroos. The DMs are far too high. Yep, completely correct, Cameron. Too much space in between the lines. James, MUFC, like I said, Chucky doing bits. Credit for Chicharito for that 1-2 opening up the defence. Yep, definitely credit for Chicharito. Great movement before. I wasn't sure whether that was Carlos Vela or it was Chicharito. Couldn't really see the numbers on the replay. The screen's a little bit far away. Hopefully we'll get a big screen. Hopefully when all the the betting sponsors come or whatever comes, betting sponsors, call me, guys. But here we have Germany, edge of the area. Mesut Ozil looking very interested in terms of this free kick. Guys, I just want to see where that set piece starts. It's annoying me. It's goddamn annoying me. Because if this one goes in, we will either see the 5th goal or the 6th goal or the 4th goal of the World Cup. Germany putting the pressure on there, putting the pressure on. Wenger in, C. Davis 21. That's off the bar. Was that a save, guys? I just read the comments. What a save before the action. That's why I didn't react too much, because I already knew it was coming. But here we have Germany. Muller whipping the ball in there, headed out, but still recycling possession. The pressure is on here. Timo Werner, left-hand side of the box. Cross comes in. Muller, what can he do? Inside the penalty area, low cross. Well defended by the Mexicans, and out they go, guys. Out they go. Lovely, lovely stuff. Just going to jump down to see when that stat was, because that was the one that's getting to me. It's breaking me down as a person. Let me just 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. So that was the 3rd free kick. Sorry, it was the 3rd free kick. So we've got Golovin, Ronaldo, and Kolarov today. Kolarov free kick was sick. What a save that was! Wow. Ochoa doing bits, guys. Shout out to Ochoa. That save was quality. Yeah, that was brilliant. I've just had the replay, guys. That was a quality save. So Henry Whittaker asking, what is the percentage of set pieces taken that have ended in goals? Nice. We'll maybe get one of the guys to do a little bit of research to find out what that is. But the conversion rate's been very, very good. I reckon it's above the average so far, definitely. We'll see if we can get that down and sort of, work that one out, guys. Work that one out straight away. But it's been a good game so far. Mexico looking very dangerous on the counter-attack. Germany far too open. Get into the comments, guys. How can Germany change this at half-time? At half-time, we're going to be running the World Cup of beers I did with Stephen Elson. We had a lot of fun. We drank a lot of lager, and we just had a good old time. A good old bit of fun. There was a lot of beers drunk. I had to actually sober up after that. I think we finished drinking at about 6. I think I sobered up at 9 after that. I hadn't had anything to drink in that period, but the beers were very, very strong. We have 5 minutes left of the first half. Mexico leading the German side. That is a big, big shock. If this finishes, Germany can have a lot to do in this group, because Sweden are going to be good. South Korea are going to have Heung-min Son on the counter-attack. So big, big game. Germany need to make some changes. Of course, they've got such a threat. They've got some threats on the bench. So it'd be interesting to see how those guys mix it up in that second half. It's going to be all about Joachim Löw, though, sorting this out and sorting out the problem that Germany currently have in the game. Who have they got on the bench that can make a difference? Mario Gomez is going to be the guy, guys. Julian Brandt is going to be the guy. We're going to have to be hitting that button later on. Germany on the attack. Left-hand side. Julian Draxler facing up the fullback. Coming in on himself. I want to see Draxler go into the byline a bit more. That's what he did really well for the last time Germany were playing in an international tournament. Added something else. Jerome Boateng into the opponent's half. Long sort of clip ball into the box. It's gone out for a goal kick. No touch from Thomas Muller. Muller again using his movement to get in behind. It's been absolutely fantastic. Reus should come on, provide some more width, and then he should switch to a 4-3-3. That's coming in from Z04. Yeah, I completely agree. Sami Khedira to come off. Maybe bringing on... Could be a good change, maybe looking to bring on Goretzka and Rudy, going to that 4-3-3 could be an option. Jerome Boateng and Hummels are the most overrated centre-backs out there. Lovely, lovely biscuits from Marty there, guys. Come on, Mexico. David saying, Emre Can, lol. Is Emre Can on the bench? No, he's not even on the bench, guys. Come on, we're better than that. We're better than that. Those are some stinky suggestions. Julian Brandt could be an option, though. I really like Julian Brandt. Top player. But anyway, guys, what do you think? Kroos is not a DM. Yeah, he usually plays with a DM, and Casemiro at Real Madrid, so he's used to having someone holding position. But here we have Mesut Ozil, edge of the area. What's going to happen here for Germany? Lovely little dink ball in there, headed out by the Mexicans. Germany recycling possession. No, a counter-attack opportunity again from Mexico, breaking so well in this game. Lovely number 21 driving through the hard defence. Again, there's a 2v2 at the back for Germany. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? You absolute muppets. Edge of the area. Ball to Chucky. What can he do here from the wide area? Let's see what he can do when he's in a natural wide position. Comes back on himself, Mexico. Recycle possession. It looks like he's offside here. We're going to see from Guardado, I do believe, and it's gone out from a goal kick. Should have maybe done better on that. Germany lack a bit of pace. Obviously, they've got Germany with such a lack of pace baffled me how Sana misses out on the World Cup. He has everything his German side missed. Yeah, all the agenda aside, Leroy Sana would be a great option for Germany, especially on that left wing. But Marco Reus is on the bench. Marco Reus is greater than Leroy Sana in footballing terms. So they've got a guy that can change it up. Number 11, Marco Reus. He's going to be getting some goals. He's going to be getting some assists. He's looked good for Germany in the last few friendlies, so I expect him to maybe even come on at half-time. Draxler, for me, hasn't done enough for him. Let's maybe have a look at Draxler's stats. So far, he's having a bit of a stinker, in my personal opinion. Let's see if the stats reflect that. So, 1 shot on goal from range. Well, easy save from the goalkeeper. His passing in the final third, it's not been great. I want to see him taking people on, though. That's the big thing. You know, so far, 0 take-ons. Completed, only 2. I want to see more from him. The last time I remember he played, I think he got around 9 dribbles completed out of about 13 he'd attempted. I want to see more from Julian Draxler. Going wide. What's his problem? Too much time spent at PSG with Neymar. That's the problem with Julian Draxler. Take the responsibility, lad. I remember watching Julian Draxler when he was about 19 years old for Schalke with Max Meyer. Those 2 lads were unbelievable. Remind me a lot of Kaká. Julian Draxler did them. I think he's lost a bit of that his game. He's lost that unpredictability that he had. And it's frustrating. Really frustrating there. Feel a bit sorry for Jerome Boateng in that move as well, though. Of course, there was a 2v1. Maybe he could have dropped off a little bit more and tried to use his pace. He was good at the Euros too. Who was that then? Draxler, yeah. That's what I mean. Like, he was absolutely fantastic. Really good. At the European Championships. Steve, we've updated goal. Oh, a lovely biscuits in that title. I really appreciate that. Draxler greater than Angel Di Maria. Yeah, Angel Di Maria yesterday was rubbish. Agenda aside, Sane's been left out of the World Cup because his Barnet is absolutely rubbish. Shout, Matthew Jarvis. I'm not going to read out the swear word because we are a child-friendly stream. But yeah, I agree what you're saying into the comments. The 4-2-3-1 is vulnerable on the counter-attacks. Yep, I completely agree, especially considering there's no true defensive midfielder. We've got a massive overload here on the left back. If the ball can be switched. Who's this number 11 here for Mexico? Taking far too much time. There was an overload, 2v1. Carlos Vela, stinky stuff. Mexico again. Shot on goal. Carlos Vela, massive overload on that left wing. Salcedo and Leon had pushed up. What are you doing, lad? Some absolutely stinky Arsenal play there. Not good enough, guys. Not good enough at all. We are closing at half time, though. 45 minutes has just turned over on the stream, guys. Get your thoughts in. We're going to have a little bit of... we're going to jump over to the World Cup of Beers. We're going to watch that video, and then we'll do some half-time analysis for this game, so make sure to stay out. That gives me a little bit of time to pop to the toilet. A child-friendly stream misses out on Filthman Dave, but Dom, that was after... Of course, that was after 8 o'clock, the Watershed. This is obviously pre-Watershed, so we've got to keep it child-friendly, guys. Keep it absolutely child-friendly. Disgrace to England, wear a Mexico shirt, but good-looking shirt. Why England, though, buddy? We just love football here on this stream. We love Germany. We love the German players. There's a lot of talent in there. Guys, you know, we've just got to give support for all the teams in the World Cup. I just love football. That's why I'm wearing this German shirt. And they want to see more from the Germans getting Timo Werner in. Again, the first 20 minutes, we saw a lot of balls in behind the defence, and it's kind of dropped out there. Maybe we'll talk about that in the half-time analysis, guys. Who do you think the best young defender is at this time? That's quite a big question. Let's be more specific. He's talking centre-half, maybe, because I love Niklas Schüller. Fantastic at Hoffenheim and been very good at Bayern as well. I think for Hoffenheim, he broke the record for passes completed for a centre-half in Europe's top 5 leagues. 133 completed. Unbelievable. Guys, Germany sucks. Water. But anyway, half-time is there, guys. 1-0 to Mexico. This has been a massive surprise. Germany have got a lot to do. Want to see a bit more Marco Reus. But, guys, we're going to take you to the World Cup of Beers. Steve, what group is this? Is this Group A?
Group A, mate.
Group A of the World Cup of Beers, guys. It's going to be an absolute corker. It's going to be a little bit of banter, a little bit different to the Statman Dave usual analysis. But, guys, enjoy it. DJ, roll that clip.
This is the World Cup of Beers, and Group A is... Are you finished?
Yep, just about.
Sure we're going
we just get started here.
Yeah, can we put that one in the fridge, please? Because I quite like that.
Pistonhead Custom Lager.
Couldn't find a fucking bubble in that, could you?
Finish it.
Ugh! What the... Who the fuck thought this is a good idea?
You just cheating again.
We done pretty well, haven't we, so far on this one? So here's us throwing a spanner in the works. Let's go.
So 1,
2, 3 show.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Germany wins. I'll finish that one. Chin chin. Russia, Saudi Arabia, Egypt and Uruguay. And we have got, representing Russia, Baltica. Representing Saudi Arabia, coffee. Muslim country, innit?
No beer in Saudi Arabia?
No alcohol in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, fair enough.
Problem is, I've never had coffee in my life, and the smell makes me want to throw up a little bit in my mouth. So I'm really not looking forward to that. Another Muslim country, it's Egypt. The number one drink in Egypt is a banana milkshake. It's got an Arabic name, which I can't remember now.
Excellent.
But
Excellent
essentially it's a banana milkshake. So, banana milkshake. That's going to go down quite well after the coffee. Uruguay, to complete the shit show that is Group A when it comes to the World Cup of beers, is Uruguay, who don't export their own beer. So we've got Blue Moon because it's the same colour.
This just sounds like a cop-out already.
Wait till we get to Group H. If you want to see a cop-out, that's going to be an absolute fucking cop-out. Let's open a Blue Moon. Just start pouring in the tasting amounts. What we're going to do is we're going to taste a little bit of each beer, and then we're going to decide which order these lot come in, or the coffee or banana milkshake as it goes down with these.
Is that a decent level, or are we going to go more than that?
I reckon that'll do us. It's only a taste in it. So that's Russia. I'll go here with Uruguay. Let's bang Uruguay in there.
That's decent.
There we go. Do you want to pour the coffee in? It's going everywhere, that, isn't it?
Yep.
Banana milkshake. Always shake your milkshake. See how this goes down.
Excellent.
Missed it all, yeah?
Yep.
It's going to flick, and I thought I was getting it all in my face. Righty then. So, as we were saying, Baltica, that looks proper Russian as far as I'm concerned. The writing is in Russian on it. 4.8%.
I think the one I had was 5.2.
That sounds more Russian, if I'm being honest.
And it was like a darker beer.
Blue Moon coming in strongest at 5.4%.
Great start with the
I'm not sure if that's the most potent one we've got. We have got Desperado in here representing one of the other nations. That's 5.9. Righty, I'll let you go first. Ladies first and all that shit.
The chance just before.
Have a wee sippy of the...
It's good. A little bit harsh.
Oh, Blue Moon's nice. It's got a nice little thingy going on. Let me try a bit
It's
of
a
this.
bit fruity like you, mate. That's like a hardcore... Like, you know when you go to Europe and you get like your hard...
That's just a normal beer, isn't it?
But it's a bit harder. It's like harsher. Like the winters in Russia.
Let's get the fucking coffee over with. How the fuck can you drink that every day? Try that.
Mine's very, very weak. I've had this before. Isn't that?
Wonder what banana milkshake tastes like, everybody.
They usually serve that with a piece of orange in it.
That's mint. That's mint. Well, go on, try that.
That's pretty decent.
Banana milkshake gets your votes, does it?
Yeah,
right.
it's all right.
I'm gonna say Blue Moon wins.
You see, I'm going to go with Russia.
How the fuck do we settle this then?
Well, we've got to do first and second, right, in the group.
Yeah. I think they've come in strong. They're the strongest. I like the cloudiness of it. That looks pretty cool. I vote for that as number one. I wouldn't have even had that second. I'd have had a banana milkshake second because that was top.
What, in the World Cup of beers?
We're going to have to come up with a system here for separating when we think it's there. So I'm going to say I really like the flavour. I really like the body. I like everything about it. This one for me is tops, and I wouldn't even be putting Russian second. I think if you're thinking of putting this second, then that makes...
So that's a Belgian lager, not a Uruguayan lager. So therefore the Russian should take premise of being top.
I wouldn't have
Belgium
even
number
had...
two.
I wouldn't have even had that number two, the banana milkshake tops.
Not even a
that's
beer.
just ordinary lager.
Not even a beer.
It's here representing...
It's not even a
just
beer.
because it's
Not
non-alcoholic
even a beer.
doesn't mean you can
we're
discriminate against it.
We're not allowing that. Absolutely not. 1-2, Russia, Uruguay.
I gotta say, Uruguay tops it.
Cool.
Are we going with it?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, you agree?
Yeah, I'm not bothered, yeah.
Alright, there we go. So that's what's going through from Group 1. Cheers. Uruguay goes through. God damn it.
Yo, guys, we are back. That was the Group A World Cup of beers. Did you enjoy that video? Was it fun? Was it a slight different side of the Statman with a few lagers? Because maybe one day we'll do some more lager-related video content on this channel. Of course, guys, get your thoughts on the first half into the comments. This has been a good game. Just watching a few of the Mexican counter-attacks back. Carlos Vela's providing a really good link in between the lines, and then they're breaking so fast. Like, Kimmich isn't reacting very well. The left-back, Pafarhart, isn't reacting very well in terms of the transition. Need to be a bit quicker, Germany, because they're not playing a true defensive midfield and it's starting to be an issue. We've had another chance there, the Javier Hernandez one at the start, where he could have got a shot away. Not good enough so far from the Germans in a tactical sense. It's too much space in between the lines. That is the big problem right now. Again, we can replay that goal right now on the Statman Dave channel. Of course, this is Stat Zone. The app is in the link in the description below, so go and check that out. But guys, we're not even on 100 likes, guys. What is this about? Do you not like the video? Hit the like button right now, guys, before we move on to anything else. Excellent, good work. So the goal, of course, coming in with a fantastic counter-attack. Javier Hernandez, lovely little bit of play in midfield as well. We replay that goal right now. Ball recovery, lovely bit of play there. Through ball, goal time. Fantastic move, coming back onto his stronger foot, firing it across the goalkeeper. There's some lovely interplay. I think Vela was involved in the counter-attack, Chicharito was involved, and of course, finish was just brilliant. Lozano with a great finish. That was, sort of slowed himself down, came inside. Kimmich got sold an absolute stinker, but it was a great goal all round from the Mexicans, having a very good start to the game. The counter-attack is looking very good from the Mexicans. Of course, the key guys in that first half, Germany, you're looking at Boateng trying to dictate the play, but the main man, Lozano's been creating the chances as well as scoring the goals. 3 chances created more than any other player on the pitch. I've liked how he's not only carried the ball, but he's looked very lively. It's an exciting player. Before last time we looked, there was 2 dribbles inside the penalty area as well. So let's see how that's moved on. Mesut Ozil, again, what I mentioned before, just retains possession in the final third. He's a joke at doing that. An absolute joke at doing that, guys. 19 out of 20 passes successful in the final third, the hardest area of the pitch. It's crazy numbers. In terms of dribbles, that's what we want to say. Hector Herrera as well, breaking quite well in and around the box. That is pretty nice. Hector Herrera and his Mexican brother doing, it's not really, that's absolute rubbish, but doing loads of take-ons in the centre of the pitch. And again, Chucky, 3 out of 3 inside the penalty area as well. He is doing damage. Lovely stuff. What did Germany need to do, though, to come back into this game? Because, guys, they've not been doing enough. Julian Draxler, a single dribble completed in an area where you'd expect the Mexican defence to be deep as well, probably two sort of banks of 4. That's what we're seeing so far in this World Cup. It's been an interesting tactical trend that the favourites are coming up against deep blocks, and they look so bad in breaking them down. Like, we're going through a phase of possession football, Guardiola football in the Premier League, but it seems like international football, we've forgotten how to beat a deep block. Croatia did it really well. When Nigeria was sitting deep, they were overloading the left-hand side. The likes of Kramaric was drifting out there, Rebic was drifting out there, Perisic was drifting there, Mario Mandzukic. They almost had 4 players on the left-hand side of the pitch, and then you'd have Veselko on the right-hand side. But that's a good way to overload these blocks. Julian Draxler, I want to see more from Julian Draxler. To be honest, I was chatting to the lads off camera. I'd be making some subs. I'd probably make a triple change right now. Let's get to the lineup and let's see who we take off and who we take on. So in terms of the players we'd bring off. So at the moment, first half, Sami Khedira has been very poor. Mats Hummels has been absolutely atrocious, bringing the ball out. 2 massive mistakes in that first half. What is he thinking about, guys? But in terms of who I'd take off, Sami Khedira gets in the bin. I'd potentially take off Mesut Ozil and Julian Draxler. In terms of the guys that I'd bring on for Germany, you're looking at Goretzka to come on, Marco Reus and Rudy. I'd put Rudy holding. Goretzka would come into midfield, being the guy that's going to play more like Sami Khedira is now, with a guy behind him. That's the key part of it. You can't play like that if there's no one sitting behind you. Mental stuff. So I'd throw in Goretzka, centre midfield with Toni Kroos. Goretzka linking the play in the final third. Again, a guy that likes to score goals. And of course, Marco Reus. That'd be the triple change I'd make right now, honestly, with you guys. Honestly would make that change. It's just not good enough. Not good enough for the Germans in that first half. But shout out to Mexico. They've been great. They've been sick in the first half. Ochoa making some good saves. The free kick he saved, that was absolutely sick. A brilliant save. Maybe we can even visualise that save, because that was an absolute beautiful free kick in that first half. Lovely sort of shot at goal. Fantastic save. Tipped over. But guys, it's been a good game so far. What do you think? Get into the comments straight away, right now. Let's get this party started. There you go, Tom Walsh. Julian Draxler's been poor. They need Marco Reus on. Yep, completely agree with that. James MUFC, every Mexico pass has gone forward. Makes for a great game. Mexico exciting to watch. Germany been bang average at best. That's great analysis. Let's look at the pass maps for Mexico, because it could give us an indication of what we got. So if we can sort of which one are we going to be better here? So let's move that down so you guys have got it. So again, let's do the sort of contrast of the 2 teams. So we've got the German pass map first up. We'll just roll that. Just sort of lining up for you guys. Maybe this could be the better one. Nope, that'll be the better one. So first up, the German pass map. If we play that one through, you can see how they're moving the ball a lot around. There's not that many plays into feet. It's very wide. We're not seeing enough Julian Draxler take-ons. That's the big thing there. In terms of the Mexican team, what we're seeing is some direct football. And I think that's the point there. Look how direct they are. Look how much they're trying to get into that final third. Very, very direct play. And that's good for Mexico. Good to sort of the counter-attack inside. We had a little chat in the studio right now. And we're sort of, we love counter-attacking teams. Who gives a shit about Pep Guardiola's possession? All about the counter-attack. That was Ferguson's Manchester United. That's why they were so good. Great sort of comment coming in from James there. At least say Mario Gomez's name. Mario Gomez is an absolute ledge. Oh, that's the point. If I make that triple change, Gomez isn't going to come on. Right. We have to mix this up then. We have to make some different changes because Mario Gomez has to come on the pitch. Let's get to the lineup. So what have we got, right? So may have to keep on Sami Khedira is the only thing. Maybe we'll take off Ozil and Julian Draxler right now for Rudy and, of course, Marco Reus. Go to a 4-3-3. And then if we need to move that on even further, Werner off, Mario Gomez on. That's what we're going to do, guys. That is exactly what we're going to do. Question coming in. Boateng or Toby Alderweireld to United. I'd go long way over both of those two. But let's look at Jerome Boateng's first half, because I've been quite impressed by his ball playing. And he's been isolated, of course. Mats Hummels making the defensive mistakes, not Boateng. Look at his pass map. Look at how good he is at switching the play. Where United struggle sometimes when they're playing against teams that sit deep is switching the play. Look at this. Beautiful sort of switches of play out to each of the flanks. Getting people high and getting people good. I imagine if we look at who he's passing to, it's going to be to Julian Draxler. And I expect that Julian Draxler's got a lot of ball from Boateng and not doing anything with it. So Boateng is going to Kimmich 16 times. That's sort of like short out pass wide. But again, balls out to Mesut Ozil actually. No, that's similar on the right. Where these passes out to the left wing. Yeah, to the left fullback going out there. But again, opening up the play with United, you want to see fullbacks nice and high, so Boateng would be a great option for Manchester United. Again, it's the injury problem, the only thing we've got to be concerned about. Great on the ball, and also, in terms of defensively, won 100% of his tackles so far in the game, and also made 3 interceptions. Again, in those wide areas, love that. And the 2 blocks in the penalty area. But it is injury record in its course as well, because he used to play for Manchester City. We've got to forgive him for that, because that is the disgusting side of Manchester. Sorry if you're a Man City fan out there, but that's my personal opinion. I'm only joking, guys. That's just a little bit of bant. I swear that's Dave up front for Germany. No, that is my twin brother, Timo. We were separated at birth. He was the evil one, I was the good one, and I'm here right now. Can you make a scout report for Boateng to Man United? Honestly, I'd prefer to take Boateng to United over Toby Alderweireld, if I was to be honest. Yeah, fair. Maybe we'll do it. We were going to do Philip Max from Augsburg. We'll maybe change that to Boateng. I'll have a little think about that this evening. We're going to be doing that for Wednesday, so going to get that down. Get your score predictions in as well, guys. 3-1 to Germany. Remember, Spain's match, yeah, it's a fair point. Spain did come into the game in that second half. They really started to get onto the ball. More possession play that was better. They're missing the half of the midfield. Lol, absolute fun. Do you think that Everton should go for Lozano? Would be a great sort of signing. And a stat coming in from Marty, the social media expert. Chucky, in that first half made as many tackles as Mats Hummels. Great stats there, Marty. Let's have a look at that right now. For Mats Hummels, not having the greatest of the game in the world, made some pretty stinky mistakes. 2 out of 2 tackles, 1 for Mats Hummels so far. And of course, the main man from Mexico making the same amount of tackles. And Germany have conceded in the opening game of the World Cup campaign for the first time in 1986. That is via Squawka, a great account on social media. Go and follow those guys. I used to work at Squawka. They're great guys doing a lot of hard yards. Shout out to the team over there. But anyway, guys, back to the comments. What do you think about the game? How are you enjoying it? Is it good? When's Mario Gomez going to come on? I think if you sing the Mario Gomez song, it'll make Germany better, give Germany a better chance. Maybe we'll do that in the second half. When he comes on, we'll hit that goddamn button straight away. James, MUFC, the Germans will have a rocket up there for the second half. Yep, I completely agree with that. Clinto asking, is Draxler even playing? I don't know. He's been awful so far. We need some more. If he's not getting subbed off, then, he needs to come on. Who's the best centre-back in the world right now? It's going to be Sergio Ramos, Rafa Varane, number 2, Diego Godin, number 3. Again, Team of the World Cup, we'll chat about that, as well as going back to Milinkovic-Savic. We were talking about Milinkovic-Savic's performance for Serbia today, but unfortunately the game really kicked into life, and that was that great goal from Chucky on the left wing. The second half has kicked off. We are 17 seconds in. 19, 20, 21, 22. Should we do that again? Do you want me to give you a shout on 46 minutes, Steve, or are you just shaking your head and you're going to be a bit moody? Hand up. He's upset. Have we completely missed it then? Couple of seconds. All right, mate. No worries. No worries. Here we have Mexico again, though, on the counter-attack. Too much space in between the lines. Looks like they've not adjusted anything at half-time. From Germany, if they're going to continue playing the double, there's so much space. How high they're pressing. What are they doing, guys? There's some real responsibility on the German manager to make a change here. It really is. If it continues this way, Mexico are going to score another one on the break. If I was a betting man right now, I'd be betting another goal for Mexico because it's just too much space to be exploited. Really is. It's going to be a high-scoring game, this one as well. Maybe over 4.5 goals. They're the bets we're going to throw on right now. Real Madrid have such a good defence. Why do they let in so many goals? I don't think they let in too many goals, to be quite honest. But again, you're thinking the fullbacks play high. I don't think they let in many goals at all, guys. Come on, we're better than that. We are better than that. Draxler is so overrated. Timo Werner to score. Ochoa is much better than Manuel Neuer. Lols. G'day, Dave. Love your work. That might be an Australian fan. G'day to you, buddy, as well. Mexico are just hungry. They're using the pain of the past tournaments to spur them on. Yeah, and they've got some exciting plays in there. Guardado as well has had a fantastic campaign for Ajax. I think he won the ball back for the counter-attack. Not Ajax, sorry, Real Betis. They obviously came 5th in La Liga this season. Great team to watch going forward. But again, you think about what he's done for them. 8 assists in La Liga. It's been really decent. Mats Hummels recycling possession back to Manuel Neuer, the best sweeper keeper in world football. Slow tempo from Germany. Needs to be a little bit quicker in these zones. Great ball in between the lines there from Thomas Muller. Again, some good play from Germany. Looking to get the ball through. Julian Draxler on the ball again. Slow tempo though. So needs to get out wide. Kimmich in a wide area. Sets himself up. Cross into the box. Easily defended at the near post. Muller, Kroos comes up for the ball. It's won by Germany. Shot comes in. Edge of this. Straight at Ochoa again. Guys, come on, you're better than that. We need some more changes coming in now. Coming straight away. The Germans have upped the pace already. Yeah, the tempo looks good. Kroos played that really good ball in between the lines. It was fantastic. Question coming in from Kian. Any sandwiches today yet, Dave? I had a half sandwich for breakfast, as in like I had some breakfast avocado egg type thing, and it was a half sandwich. Just lacked a top. So that was the only thing that had improved that sandwich, how that had worked quite well. Moving to other questions. Lozano. Are United in for Lozano? I don't believe so, but he's performing quite well. There'll be some teams looking at him. Maybe even Real Madrid could be a good link, considering if they let someone like Gareth Bale go, that'd be quite nice. Toni Kroos is struggling. Okay, let's have a look at Toni Kroos. See if that is right. So 3 attempts on goal, more from outside the area, straight at the goalkeeper. Slightly could do better there. 30 out of 31 passes completed. That's pretty decent. That's some good stats. I think they've all come in the first half, though. Maybe I need to refresh my application. Sorry, guys, I'm going to jump back. Just refresh this for a second, and we'll be back into the game. I think it's a pass there that I wanted to talk about that wasn't there. Maybe it's Opta again. Laying the team down. Laying the boys down. So, Toni Kroos, here we go. Toni Kroos. Yes, there we go. It's updated now. Let's have a look at the second half already, because I think he's already made some better passes. Still don't have the pass that broke the lines, but he'll come into the game, guys. Do not worry about it. He will come into the game. Maybe you should put a Mexico shirt on, Dave, so Germany will score. Maybe I do need to do that, but I'm enjoying this Mexican team. Very, very direct. Direct football is lovely stuff. Mexico winning the corner in the German half again, looking to keep the tempo nice and high when they're in the final third. Should Arsenal buy Chunky? Yeah, it should go somewhere. Monaco, we've had Real Madrid, we've had United, loads of links in there. Straight away, Man United, everyone is excited about this. Lovely, lovely stuff for the comments. Keep the comments coming in, guys. This game is 49 minutes gone and 37 seconds, 38 seconds, 39 seconds. If you want to match your stream up with my stream. Still so much space. If Mexico can break the sort of first line of pressure, the Ozil and Werner pressure, then the midfield line, they're just in between the lines. Again, Kroos pressing on his own. Simple stuff. Guardado's playing around the press. Mexico are looking so confident on the ball. Beautiful long ball goes in. Boateng commits a foul on Javier Hernandez, I do believe, going into the back of him. Not too bad in terms of a foul, but decent. Some talk about Man United into the comments. So let's go back to the game we were talking about before. Oh, no, hold on. Got some play from Mexico. Left-hand side, looking to work the ball. The tempo's dropped off a little bit in the final third, Mexico, actually. Trying to slow it down, I think, because they realise they've got a lead. They look want to control it. Germany chasing shadows. Need to get a third midfielder on. Simple as that, guys. There's been shouts in the comments. I've been saying this, guys. Ball out of the play there. Unfortunately for the Mexican left winger that everyone is raving about. Lozano runs the ball out of play, but he's been good so far. Been a real threat for Mexico in this game so far. But anyway, guys, let's talk about Milinkovic-Savic again, because we were chatting about him. Then the game jumped into life. So let's see if we can get a little bit of analysis in between now. So we were talking about how he performed well for Serbia today, was pretty much their main man in a sort of playmaking sense. We were talking about his attacking dashboard and how good he was in and around the penalty area. A very physical player. That's something that you're going to get from him. You can use him as a target. I class him as sort of a deep line target man, in a way where sometimes you throw him up, you chuck long balls to him, other times you play him in between the lines. And I think you can see that with the passes that you play to him. If you look at his passes received, wherever that is, passes received here, so 40 passes received. See how there's a lot of direct balls there. Not only are they balls on the floor, they're balls in between the lines. And that's when you saw him play well. And the difference between him and Pogba is when Pogba's in those situations, he takes too many touches. When Pogba's in an area where he can play a through ball, he doesn't usually play one touch, two touch. What you see with Savic, when the opportunities are arisen for him, he does play those one touch passes. Again, going back to that Juve game this season, other games I've watched him, there's a lot of times where he will get it in between the lines and look for that through ball to the striker, or look to play a pass that will get another teammate through into a better position. A little bit different to Pogba. I think one thing Pogba needs to improve in his game is when he's in that final third, be a bit quicker. There was a moment yesterday for France where he received it on the edge of the area. I think someone cut it back for him. Dembele, shot comes in from Germany over the bar from Joshua Kimmich. But yeah, there was a chance from Paul Pogba, edge of the area, and instead of trying to hit it first time, it was perfect for him to just hit it first time, look to curl it in the far post. He took two touches, and I think the Australian defenders got around him. It's one of these things where he needs to be a bit faster on the ball when he's playmaking deep. Look at Toni Kroos and how he takes one touch, two touch, then he plays. And Pogba needs to adapt that if he's going to become the star we all believe he is. He's already a star, but the world-class, one of the best midfielders in the world, should we say, needs to be a bit quicker on the ball. Something that Milinkovic-Savic does, gets in between the lines, and we can see that from the passes he's received. Then when he's on the ball, he makes things happen. You think about the three chances created again, the through balls that he played to Mitrovic, should have been some goals there, really should have been some goals. Again, one of the chances he created, Mitrovic getting clean through on goal and it being saved by the keeper. Sergi should have gone away with 2 assists, but he had a fantastic game. Not only was that, in a creative sense, look at that, dribbles as well. That's why he's obviously likened to Pogba. I think he's got a slightly different dribbling style to Paul Pogba, but similar that he's very, very good. 4 out of 5 dribbles completed from Milinkovic-Savic against Costa Rica, again, all in that final third. Pogba was too deep for France. Milinkovic-Savic was high, again, playing slightly different positions, and again, that's why they can work together. For me, Milinkovic-Savic is more of a second striker, more of a goal-scoring attacking midfielder, looks to get in between the lines, where Pogba likes to play a little bit deeper, which could work very well together. I've seen Milinkovic-Savic play as a left central midfielder for Lazio. I've seen him play as a right central midfielder. Seen him play everywhere. Potentially Timo Werner through. No, good defending from Mexico. But he does have that ability. I'd argue as well in a creative sense, Milinkovic-Savic is kind of, when he's in the wide areas, when he's crossing, better because naturally right-footed for getting into that zone. Again, United, if they were to play Fred as a DM, Milinkovic-Savic with Pogba, that would be a dream, but you have to adapt the game with Fred. Maybe that's not what you want to do. Fred, very high octane in both attacking and defence. There's going to be a scout report going out on Friday on Fred, so go and check that out on my Statman Dave YouTube channel. That's another reason to subscribe if you guys haven't. Holy smokes, there's some spam in the flaming comments. Sorry about that, guys. We've eliminated that. Could United play a diamond with Savic as a 10? Coming in from Will Hardman. Yes, 100%. Again, looking where Milinkovic-Savic was playing for Serbia, he's playing as a 10 in a 4-2-3-1, but plays as a second striker. So what he could do for United is if you could have Matic holding in midfield, you could have Pogba as a left central midfielder, Fred as a right central midfielder, and Milinkovic-Savic as a number 10 behind Sanchez, and of course Romelu Lukaku. That would be absolutely sick. Or you throw in Rashford in there, you throw in Anthony Martial near Lukaku. You know, whatever game you see it fit really, but yeah, 100%. Milinkovic-Savic would be a perfect 10 for United. We've seen how he's a sort of a target man. Imagine that physicality. Lukaku, Milinkovic-Savic, Pogba, Fred, so much physicality in central midfield. Playing City with that team would be so good. How is Fernandinho going to deal with Milinkovic-Savic? Or how is, you know, if they bring in someone like Jorginho, so suspect defensively, really is. Go back to one of my scout reports on my channel, go and watch it and look at the weaknesses of Jorginho was his ability to defend. And I think that's why United didn't sign him, because he's not a defensive midfielder that defends, he's a playmaker. Yes, he's a brilliant playmaker. He's like Pirlo. You could get a Pirlo. Think of that 3-2 United win at San Siro. I was there in that wonderful day. David Beckham playing for AC Milan, Ronaldinho playing for AC Milan. But United were awesome because of Park Ji-sung and Mark Pirlo. And that's the problem with having a deep line playmaker, a regista, should we say, controlling the tempo, like Jorginho, is if you can man-mark him and you can get Sergio Milinkovic-Savic on him, you're absolutely laughing. Again, Sergio Milinkovic-Savic, not only was he good on the ball, creative, should have got 2 assists, you think in the tackles that he won as well, you know, doing the hard yards. And if you want to get a player to do the hard yards and to be aggressive at the top of the tip of a diamond, he can do that. And, you know, absolutely fantastic. Should have got, just looking at the comments, guys, should have been another goal. I'm half watching the game, half doing the analysis for you guys on Milinkovic-Savic, but Milinkovic-Savic would fit in at United, would also fit in at Real Madrid if they were to want to move their side on. Savic is probably going to move this summer, I do believe. Juve are looking at him as well. Would upgrade the Juve midfield. Juve looking like they need to buy someone maybe. I'm not a massive fan of Blaise Matuidi. Whoa, we have a breako here. 2v1. Javier Hernandez. Carlos Vela inside. He's got to square it. Squares it to Carlos Vela. Oh, it's a poor pass from Javier Hernandez. That should have been another goal. And Lozano's firing the ball over. Oh no, Guardado, sorry, firing the ball over the bar. That was a big opportunity for Mexico. That should have been 2. My stream is obviously a little bit behind you guys, your guys' stream, but that was a big chance on the counter attack for Mexico. Germany getting cut open again. They need to switch to a 3-man midfield. What are they doing? Joachim Low, what are you doing, buddy? Get the stream up on the bench. See the analysis, buddy. Go back to half-time, see what you need to do. Make those 2 changes that I was talking about. Getting the likes of Rudy on. Getting the likes, chance coming in there. Thomas Muller on the volley. Is he offside? Yeah, offside there. Good save, though, from Ochoa once again, guys. What the hell is going on? Mexico defending well, going forward well. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Fantastic stuff here. Just heard Liverpool are going in for Lozano now, but I think Everton have a chance with the signing. We've got PSV's Director of Football who signed him at PSV. Oh, nice. Interesting. Thanks for that, Tom. Interesting to always know about little things like that. I can read that out on the stream. Let everyone know those little intricacies of your own football club. Like, I love football. I love watching every team. And Everton, they're going to be good next season with Marco Silva. Marco Silva is the man. Brilliant tactics. I absolutely love watching his team. Substitution for Mexico. Not sure who's gone off here, guys. Number 11. So Carlos Vela's gone off here, guys. And I think Alvarez has come on. So there's been some changes already for Mexico. Would you be able to just give that a little bit of a refill, buddy? Just need a little bit more H2O to keep the stream absolutely pumped. Keep the comments coming in, guys. Keep the comments coming in. Hashtag StatmanLow. Dave, your thoughts on Pogba's performance yesterday from France? Well, we'll chat about that. Let's do that in a round. Let's do maybe 10 minutes. We just want to obviously get back into the game because it looks like it's come back into life. That Mexico chance and Germany coming close there with a lovely shot from Thomas Muller ruled offside. But there needs to be some changes. I hate when managers don't act early. I hate when managers do the Wenger and cheers, buddy, and don't make challenges when they need to. You've got to be ballsy. Mourinho makes challenges at half time. Has done that many times in his career. Make triple changes. You need to just do it. When your team's playing this poorly, you got to show the lads man management here. Draxler's not had a good game. Chuck him off. Khedira's been poor. Get him out. Here we have Joshua Kimmich looking to cross the ball. Germany win another corner. Big time here. Big time. Marco Reus looks like he's getting ready. Come on, Marco Reus. Marco Reus, another one of my favourite players in world football. So good in his heyday at Borussia Dortmund. So good in the time that they got to the Champions League final as a number 10. Here we have a little replay from the BBC on Javier Hernandez. Looking to square that. Just a tough. If Javier Hernandez could pass he would be one of the best strikers in world football, would probably be still playing for a massive European club. But that was atrocious, absolutely atrocious. But he looks like Marco Reus is coming on, but doesn't look like a change of shape. We need a change of shape. Is Sami Khedira coming off? Wow. James, MUFC, mad. That's Sami Khedira coming. It's Sami Khedira. How are they reshuffling this? Thomas Muller maybe moved to central midfield. That is Joachim Low. What are you doing? What are you doing, chap? I just don't understand. You're crazy. Let's have a look and see how this tactically is lining up now. Because that's an absolutely bonkers change. Kroos in centre mid still. Who's that in centre mid as well? This is bonkers. What are you doing? You've just taken it. You don't have anyone holding in between the lines, and you've just taken off one of your defensive midfielders for. Wow. I just wonder sometimes between certain managers, like, well, you want to get back into the game, you want to move to a three-man midfield, you want to hold possession. What is he doing? Apparently Ozil is now playing as a holding midfielder. Someone may be ahead of me in the stream. I'm just trying to see. Yep, Ozil and Toni Kroos in defensive midfield. You're getting caught out on the counter-attack, right? Think about it. Remember, Diego Simeone, Champions League final, went back to a three-man midfield. Atletico dominated that game. That's the 1-1 draw I'm talking about that went to penalties and Real won the penalties. Atletico dominated that game with a three-man midfield. Koke just started to control the game, was on the wing, came inside. You've got to control the tempo. If a team is counter-attacking, the best thing to do is move to a three-man midfield. Bring on someone that can hold. Then you can allow the two centre mids to play higher up. What the hell is going on, guys? Unbelievable. Drive Montana, why are you wearing a Germany shirt? You call yourself English. I'm actually part Irish, part Swiss, part English. I embrace every side of my culture. Part Scottish as well, so I just love everything. You know, keep the love, not the hate. Ozil nearly caught out there. Exactly, it's already coming. James MUFC, you are an absolute hero. I just don't get it sometimes. These guys get paid so much money to make these calls. You've just unshored up your team even more. Long ball going up there. Mats Hummels winning a header. Ozil touchdown. This is I think this is what James was talking about here. He's looking like he's getting harried. He's won the free kick deep, but that is so dangerous. Ozil deep in midfield. What? Arsenal fans, are there any Arsenal fans in the comments? Get in the comments. Is this a good idea or is this a bad idea? Ball out to Germany. Kimmich. Oh no, Thomas Muller out wide. Ozil back on the ball in central midfield. Maybe this is going to be a stroke of absolute masterclass, but I just don't think it is. We've seen Marco Reus is getting quite close to Timo Werner, which is quite good. Some of the best football that Marco Reus played in his career was as a second striker for Jurgen Klopp's Borussia Dortmund. And we have Germany going through. Good tackle there. Tracking back again from Chucky. It's been fantastic so far, Chucky. Absolutely great. That's why you guys are talking about him in the comments so much. Question from Mark. Dave, I want to see us play Martial, Lukaku, Rashford, and then a midfield of Sanchez, Fred, Pogba, Dilo, Rojo, Bay, Fosu. Nice. I like that. It's a decent team. I'm not a massive fan of Marcus Rojo. To be honest, I think he's a very clumsy defender, not very composed. So I like that team. Bar Rojo, Dilo needs to be in there. Love to see Fosu Mensah back into the action. And I think United will play that. If you want to go and check out my Fred tactics video that I spoke about how he'd fit into United, I did say that Pogba, Fred will be the midfield two in some games when United want to play Sanchez as a 10. I like that a lot. Very tasty stuff. Who am I supporting in this game? I like Germany. I've got a sweet spot for. I like German football and how it all has evolved in recent years. Got a soft spot, but Mexico looks so good. I'm a neutral here, guys. Absolute neutral. James coming in again saying Kroos is so deep he's nearly playing as a centre-back. Absolutely crazy stuff, guys. In the Bundesliga this season, getting from the research team from Marty, absolute hero. Marco Reus has scored a goal every 134 minutes in the Bundesliga this season. That is an absolute solid record. Solid record, guys. Again, got anything you want to say? Keep getting it into the comments, guys. Keep getting the comments in there and so forth. But Germany looking like they need to get back into the game. Current world champions, losing 1-0 to Mexico at the moment. Shout out any Mexico fans in the comments. If you're supporting Mexico today, get into the comments. A bicycle kick there, just over the bar there. Number 18, who was that? Joshua Kimmich into the box. Wow. Massive overload there. Jerome Boateng with a nice little bit of play there. That's what we were talking about with Jerome Boateng's quality on the ball. So comfortable at pushing out. And the lovely little sort of half-cross Kimmich trying the spectacular, like Mitrovic before. Oh no, sorry, Milinkovic-Savic before. Lovely stuff. As an Arsenal fan, this is a comment in from George. As an Arsenal fan, Ozil as a DM isn't the worst. He's very good and composed on the ball, but will not bother with marking and tracking the runs. I agree. That will be the positive of Mesut Ozil, playing deeper in midfield. But the other time, like we mentioned, like you mentioned in your comment, great comment, he's not going to mark or track his running, and that's going to be the issue. We've seen Mexico destroy them on the counter-attack so far. And if you right there, just at a freeze frame there, you had 4 Mexico attackers with the 4 players. Of course, Germany just won the ball, but if they didn't, that's a big problem. You never want to have that situation. You always want to have an overload in a defensive sense. Mexico win a corner, great defending there from Salcedo. Good movement there from, of course, Timo Werner. Henry Whittaker, I'm taking my badges level 1, and decisions like that make me confident of becoming an international manager with Deschamps, Martinez, Joachim Löw and Southgate. I completely agree with you, Henry. If you get that level 1, you're going to be more tactically aware than some of these idiots. Raul Jimenez coming on for Mexico. He's taken off Lozano. Weird. Speechless. The best player on the pitch, the guy that's been a threat on the counter-attack, you've just taken him off. You also took off Carlos Vela, who was a good link on the counter-attack. Lozano, game by numbers. Let's get that out in a second, and I'll read that out to you guys. Still in your comments, guys. If I were to stay again, I'd leave the German squad and not come back until Neuer retires. I didn't start after Neuer missed nearly a whole season. Neuer's still a world-class keeper, guys. Can't forget about that. Ozil disappearing as usual, commenting from Sam. Have you read the book Das Reboot from, I can't remember who's the journalist that does that. I've not read it, but I know a lot about that German football. I've done quite a lot of research into the matter of why England weren't producing talent before and how they now changed their coaching manual, and Germany did in 2006. All great stuff. But yeah, Das Reboot, apparently it's a really good book. Maybe I'll read that when I'm on holiday next. Just trying to catch up on all your comments. All the comments coming in. Lovely stuff. What did I think of Crelio of Peru? Really good going forward. Here we have an attack, though. Again, Joshua Kimmich getting the ball, crossing into the box. Breaks to Draxler, edge of the area, curls it over the bar. Defensively, it is a corner to Germany, guys. It is beautiful stuff. Good effort there from Kimmich, but shows how high they are. Crosses from centre-back. It's nice, though. I like that a lot. Like that. Beautiful stuff here, guys. Forza Mexico from Zigzag. What if Kimmich scores that? Holy smokes. Copying Gareth Bale. Lovely stuff there. Guys, I'm not sure if you've analysed Fasia from Benfica. If you were to bring, do you think he would be able to bought from another team? He looks like a beast and a top 5 defensive midfielders in Europe. Don't think he's top 5 defensive midfielders in Europe. I like him. He's a very good player. Whenever I've watched him, when I watched Benfica last was when they had Renato Sanchez, and he always impressed me. You know, physical, strong, aggressive in defensive midfield. But the guy that shone was, of course, Renato Sanchez, and I believe Renato Sanchez will be back to that top end of European football. Just had a really bad few seasons. Still a very good player. James MUFC, Lorenzo off, strange decision. Yeah, very strange decision. Let's look at Lorenzo's stats, actually. Let's have a look at that, because he's been absolutely fantastic in the game. Let's just give it a little bit of a refresh. Again, you want to check out Stats Zone, link in the description below, guys. Keep liking the stream, guys. If we hit 750, we're going to give away the Nigeria shirt. I've not mentioned that enough, but we will be doing that. But anyway, guys, of course, Lorenzo's goal, a wonderful counter-attack. Real good counter-attack. We can replay that for you right now via Stats Zone. We can visualise that goal. So, again, I think it was Andres Guardado recycled the ball deep in midfield. Ball came out, some link-up play with Vela to Javier Hernandez. Hernandez through ball, and then Lozano, fantastic work. Came back in, completely ripped Kimmich apart. Not good defending from Kimmich. Came inside and fired the ball home. That was his goal, but he's been good in both attack and defence. Putting in the hard yards. Been very impressed, of course. 2 shots on goal. One the goal, one being blocked again when he looked to come inside onto his stronger right foot. In terms of passes, wow, 91% of his passes completed. 21 passes out of 23 passes completed. That is absolutely sick for a creative attacking player. 3 chances created as well. You know, he's had a hella game, real good game. And of course, 3 dribbles completed in the opponent's penalty area. That's what you want to see. Mexico on the counter-attack here. Javier Hernandez looks like he's clean for on goal. What can he do? Is that a penalty? No, Hernandez just fell over. Are we going to VAR that? Referees, the liner's flagging? No. What was he offside? Offside. That is so close. I'd say that's on. Steve, what are you saying?
They called offside, I think, but it's not offside.
And Hernandez has absolutely flopped there.
Unless they give a free kick for a dive.
I think he flagged for offside, but I didn't look like he was offside.
He wasn't offside.
Hernandez throwing in the flop. What do you guys think? Was that offside? Was it a flop? We haven't got the commentary on, so if you guys could help us out there, get that in right away. But again, back to Lozano. Great play in terms of his stats. Those 3 take-ons completed inside the penalty area. He's had an absolute corker of the first game in the World Cup as well. 9 out of his 10 passes completed in the final third. Very, very safe on the ball, but also creating things. Doing the hard yards. He's won the ball back as well. 3 out of his 3 tackles won. Defending his own fullback. I love that as a player. I'd love to see him. What do you guys think? You know, a Mourinho winger here. Dropping back and doing the hard yards. Maybe that's what we can go with, Marty. Mourinho winger. Defends, attacks, scores goals. Does absolutely everything. What do you guys think of Lorenzo's performance today? Chucky, what a man of the match performance so far. I'm going to give him man of the match. After obviously we've only played 60-70 minutes so far, but if it was stopped right now, he'd be the guy that we're all talking about. Going to go back to your comments as well now, guys. We've got some shouts for Man United's team: De Gea, Delo, Bailly, Boateng, Alexandro, Matic, Fred, Pogba, Milinkovic-Savic, Alexis Sanchez, Lukaku. That's in a 4-4-2 diamond. That looks very good. I think Marco Reus firing over there, rasping a shot over the bar. Germany creating some chances here. Again, Boateng pushing forward, a great ball forward. Marco Reus looks to play it across to Timo Werner. We saw that sort of move with Kimmich against Saudi Arabia. Again, Boateng, very, very, very good player, guys. Looking very, very good on the ball. Maybe tomorrow we'll do the tactics talk on Jerome Boateng to Manchester United, because he's looked very, very good for Germany today. Again, guys, maybe we'll do some analysis on his injuries as well, so just see whether he can be good. Moving further, the German defence looks pretty disorganised, no wonder. Hummels and Boateng are not really defensive. I disagree. I don't think Boateng's defended that poorly. I think Hummels has been poor. I think they've been exposed in defensive midfield. I don't think the fullbacks have helped out too much. Currently got a stoppage in play. One of the Mexican lads going down for injury. I think number 23 just took a ball square in the chops. That, of course, is Gallardo. Lovely sort of pronunciation there. Got some Leo Messi. Thanks, Leo Messi, for staying back. Would Sane have made the difference? He would have been more direct. I think what Drax has done in an attacking sense has been awful and not good enough, and that's what Sane gives you. So, yeah, Sane would have made the difference today, guys. Of course, we've got a bit of an agenda, a bit of social media fun. But don't get me wrong, Sane is a world top player that's going to be one of the best in the world. It's no surprise Lowe hasn't managed a big team. Very good at the World Cup, but never showed a high tactical ability or game management. George, fair shouts in there. Kimmich, Jose, sign him up. More questions coming in. Got some food questions. Bratwurst or chorizo? I'm going to go with Bratwurst. I love a German sausage. That's going to get clipped up right away, guys. But put it on social media. Maybe it'll get a retweet as well. Do you think Kimmich's future should be at right back? Yes, I do. I think Kimmich is wonderful at right back. His decision making is so good in the final third. Here we have Rafael Marquez coming onto the pitch. I think this is one of the oldest appearances for an outfielder. Guardado coming off. Rafael Marquez, ex-Barcelona. He's so old. How old is he? Rafael Marquez. I'd say 37 is going to be the guess. 39. Wow. Dropping into defensive midfield, a new manager, maybe even going to a back three. Let's see how the Mexican team do adapt here. They've just got to hang on. Yeah, it looks like Mexico have gone to a back three, maybe. Nice tactics from the Mexican manager. Appreciate that's what Joachim Low isn't doing. He isn't making changes that's affecting the flow of the game. What you want to do as an international manager, guys. Keep getting the comments in. Keep subscribing, liking the video, and all those types of good stuff. Mexico parking the bus. Maybe give Mourinho credit for beating the champs. Yeah, you know, you got to give credits for parking the bus. Lovely stuff. James MUFC, ideal for Chucky on the counter. Yep, that'll be pretty decent. I'd like to see Sergej Milinkovic-Savic in a diamond, but no sign of wingers. I think United's forwards do quite well in the wide area. I think Lukaku, 4 assists from crosses in the Premier League. I think that's it's quite good. Sanchez good at drifting wide. The 4-3-3 and the 4-4-2 diamond are reasonably similar. Just the sort of the positioning of the left wing, right wing in terms of how narrow. Germany looking to play balls into the box again from centre back, and it's a goal. Keepers sort of saved it. Germany looking for a free kick. Great stream. Cheers, buddy. Marquez still playing the crazy stuff. The legend Marquez. Wow, 5 World Cups. That is absolutely incredible. Nando's or McDonald's? We had Nando's last night, actually. I'm going to go with McDonald's, though. Cheeseburgers at McDonald's are absolutely sick, guys. What's your honest opinion on Mesut Ozil? Seeing as the English media love to hate him. I loved Ozil at Real Madrid, George. I absolutely thought he was fantastic on that counter-attacking side of Ronaldo. He was so good. I think for Arsenal, it doesn't really suit like Ozil's best football for me. Counter-attacking for Germany in the 2010 World Cup, counter-attacking for Real Madrid. You know, he thrives in space on the break. He's so good at finding the last pass. He's brilliant at retaining possession in the final third for a possession-based side. I like him as a player. I think he's fantastic at crossing from the inside right channel. Link up with Giroud at Arsenal's good. But I think that it would have suited a counter-attacking team over Arsenal. And Arsenal, if they can move on to that under Unai Emery, it's going to be great. If Arsenal can get to Kroos curls shot just wide of the post, some good build-up play there from Germany on the right wing. A lot of their plays coming down that right-hand side with Joshua Kimmich. But going back to Mesut Ozil, if Emery can get 2 defensive midfielders, we're seeing that Lucas Torreira's getting signed from Sampdoria. He's going to be a great signing. Whenever I've watched him, physical, aggressive, reminds me a lot of Gattuso. If they can get him in, maybe Nzonzi as well, have a strength. That's what Emery's always built his good severe sides on, as 2 aggressive players. You think of Rakitic as a 10 under Emery, really good, and that's what you get with someone like Mesut Ozil. Would be perfect. Same with Iva Banega. Ozil will have some of his best football under Emery, in my personal opinion. There's some in-depth analysis for you, George. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Germany playing like Arsenal. I think you mean, yeah, the possession not being as cutthroat as it maybe should be, and maybe Germany lacking that. Here we have Mesut Ozil deep in midfield. What can he do? Simple side pass, though, allows Hummels forward. That's the problem. If you want Ozil deep, like, he's got to get on the ball now. Like, right now, he's not. He's just holding the position. Ball through by Toni Kroos. Edge of the area. Draxler, shot. Loops over the bar. Some good defending by Mexico once again. Some dogged defending there. Good stuff, guys. Can we play a midfield three of Matic, Pogba, Fred with Milinkovic-Savic on the left as an attacking midfield of a front three? I would rather see Pogba in that position. Here we have Germany through. Again, another fantastic block. Mexico are absolutely throwing themselves through onto the ball, making those cracking blocks. We can play that. Again, going back to the question from Tony V. Pogba as a left winger. I want to see that. It'd be pretty good. Mexico here on the counter-attack. 1v1. What are Germany doing here, guys? It's Raul Jimenez. What can he do? Takes the ball round. Edge of the area. Shot comes in over the bar. That's where you want to see Lozano there. That would have been perfect for him. Raul Jimenez wasting that opportunity on goal. But if Germany 1v1 at the back, it's just so stressful. What are you doing? Rudy has to come on. It's too late now. Oh my God, guys. I'm seeing something sick in the comments, guys. I am seeing something special. Something that we've all wanted to see for years and years. The button's not working. No! Why is the button not working? Right, I'm going to have to find it on the computer, guys. This is serious, this, guys.
Tackle him.
Say again?
Tackle him.
Tackle him? Grab me. Nah, everyone wants to listen to the tunes, guys. Everyone wants to listen to the bands. If this button's broken, I'm going to be absolutely gutted. Should have turned off everything else apart from mute that. That's muted. It looks like the Mario Gomez button's broken, guys. Steven Alson is pumping the air. If they've broken the button now, this is where they're going to get a bed. Don't do it. We're doing it. We're absolutely doing it. Ball into the box from Germany here. They're about to bring on strike from the edge of the area. Again, Mexico defending. Rafael Marquez with a simple ball out wide. It seems like it's broken. I can't get onto the button. This could be one of the worst days of my life. Honestly. This button it's taken me through some tough times in life. Oh, it's loaded. The substitution here. Number 2. They're taking off the left back. Cool. Joachim Low just yeah, we've you know got nothing wide on the left. Let's just take our natural wide player off, and you know, let's bring on Mario Gomez. Sick. Mario Gomez. Mario Gomez, Mario Gomez. Cha cha. That's what I listen to when the button loads. But anyway, guys, back to the comments. I'll have to get on there. The Mario Gomez button is broken. My dreams have been lost. I feel upset. Maybe there's too much traffic there, guys. Timo Werner flopped, question mark. George, no, I just think Germany have not fed the Werner, so he has not scored. Don't do it, guys, don't do it. Gotta love Statman Dave. Cheers, George V. Fellaini as a super sub striker, yep, I agree there. Mario Werner is a beta male, Mario Gomez is the alpha male. All the fun, guys. Alright, I'm only going to play it again if he scores. I just wanted to press the button once, guys. I hope you enjoyed the little boogie. Yeah, the Mario Gomez button is broken on my browser as well. Let's make sure that... let's turn the sound off as well. Right, get into the comments, guys. We have 10 minutes left of the game. What are your thoughts on the game? What have Germany done so badly? Here we have Muller getting the ball across, defended again by Mexico. We've got another opportunity. There's a 3v2 counter-attack for Mexico here. They've got to finish them off here. Play the through ball. Oh, man. You've got to get that through. Germany, again, they've just won the ball back. 4-on-4 situation. This is so rubbish. Leon. Why is he slowing the tempo down? But he has done. Germany looks so poor. This is absolutely crap from Germany. Real poor from the Germans. They need to switch to a three-man midfield in the next game. Get Goretzka in. Get Toni Kroos playing ahead of Rudy. It just looks so awful. Guys, what have you thought about this? Julian Draxler is proper, and then the poo emoji. I agree with that. Germany only defending with 2 players. Yeah, what is going on, guys? What is going on? Viva Mexico coming in from Ray. Exactly. Viva Mexico. But this has been a great game for Mexico. A terrible game from Germany. Showing again why counter-attacking teams are so fun to watch. We've got another break on here. Mesut Ozil not tracking back. Behind the defence again. We've got a 4-on-2. Leon getting wide. Can he hit it? Can he hit it? Can he hit it on target? Misses. Mexico. You've got to hit. They're going to regret this. They're going to really regret this. I don't understand why. Of course, Chucky was taken off because he looked good on the break. Looked so good on the break. And Leon again firing the ball wide. It seems like the combination play isn't good enough for Mexico when they get to that penalty area when they're on the break. Again, another 4v2. What are Germany doing? This is stressing me out. Draxler, ball out wide to Muller. Muller in a wide area. Looks to cross. Defended it in the near post. Again, Mexico probably got another opportunity on the break. Cleared out. Timo Werner doing some good work. It looks like he's potentially been pushed to the wide area. Germany winning the thing. Oh, so George coming back with Fellaini and Lucas Torreira going to allow Ozil to flourish at Arsenal. Honestly, seriously, whenever Emery's had these sort of physical ball playing, like just physical central midfielders, they like go to another level. And honestly, I think we'll see something from Marouane Fellaini that we may have not seen at Manchester United, which would be interesting. Like, I love Marouane Fellaini. I think he's a great player in terms of you use him in the right way. But I don't like him for United deep in midfield. But Emery, 2 stronger defensive midfielders, that could work really well. Lovely stuff there. Muller has been poor today. Yep, this Germany team has been overhyped. Yep. Lozano didn't have the legs after 75 minutes. Fair enough. But maybe you could have stuck him just up front as a striker. Maybe that could have been an option. Just put him up front and just like no defensive work you need, because obviously he tracked back really well with the 3 out of 3 tackles won, the 2 interceptions, but maybe putting him as a striker. That's of course what we've seen from teams do it. You think Ronaldo with United, you think with Messi when Barca had sort of won the game, he'd stay nice and high, and again that could have been what could have been done there. Mark's coming in with some ratings. Get your ratings in as well, guys. Germany 4 out of 10, no urgency, terrible tactics. Mexico 8 out of 10, poor in the final third, lots of passion. My man of the match, in my opinion, going to go for, of course, Lozano. Yeah, I completely agree with Lozano, man of the match so far, unless someone turns it on for Germany. They've been so poor. Joachim low as well. What an absolute joker. Chance here though, a final. Mario Gomez playing Timo Werner. Is it Timo Werner through on the left hand side? Comes back on himself. Again, the move's broken down there. Not good enough from Mario Gomez. But if Mario Gomez, the party is going to get started. Shot coming in. Goal of the World Cup so far. Nice. Like it. Cherishev's first and second, I'm going to add. Cheryshev, the first one, the little dink over the Saudi Arabian defender, crashed it into the top left. We've got Paul Pogba's loop. That's slightly defected now. A little bit. Get into the... Interplay was good. I agree with that. Interplay was good. Costa. Oh my God, that was a banger. Natro's half volley against Portugal. And I think Cherishev's second goal was awesome. That outside of the boot finish was sick. But guys, get into the comments. Who was what's your World Cup goal so far? What's the best goal of the World Cup? I think there's so many good goals there. The Costa goal. What about the free kick we saw today? Kolarov, what a free kick, or the Ronaldo free kick. Guys, get into the comments. What's the best goal of the World Cup so far? Guys, get into the comments. Absolutely fantastic stuff right now. I'm going to drop back to what he's saying into the comments at the moment. Germany, go, 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 go. Herrera's been amazing. Herrera's played workman-like in central midfield. It's been very, very tasty. Pogba didn't get the goal. Has that been adjudicated? The best team performance so far, Mexico or Iceland? My favourite team performance so far, Croatia. They provide, both tactically going forward and in terms of a defensive sense, set up so well. Credit to the Croatian manager. Paul Pogba's goal was given as an own goal. Don't make me laugh. Fair enough. I've not seen it. I've saw Opta awarded it to him. Maybe they've gone back and done that. I'd probably say the Diego Costa goal. That was such a good individual bit of target man play. Classic Diego Costa. Free kick from Kolarov today, though. Brilliant whip on it as well. Golovin's free kick was very, very good. Keep getting into the comments, guys. We have got 5 minutes left of Germany versus Mexico. 1-0 to Mexico. A surprise 1-goal lead. Great play from, of course, Mexico on the counter-attack with Chucky putting the ball in the back of the net. Germany have been toothless in possession. Not good enough. Mesut Ozil's dropped deeper but hasn't done anything on the ball, guys. What have you been thinking about that? Has Werner gone off with a slight limp? Julian Brandt apparently has come on. That would be bad news. I have to give him a call later, of course. Yeah, it looks like a slight limp. Oh, Timo, buddy. Let's have a chat later. Of course, Julian Brandt coming on now. Julian Brandt, a very technical player that's very good at moving in between the lines. Jerome Boateng there, committing a foul. And Mexico, they've got to hang on, guys. They've got to hang on. Are you serious, Dave? Nacho was the goal of the tournament so far. 100% Kolarov, or of course, Diego Costa. Yeah. Either of those guys, either of those goals were really good. But yeah, the cut was beautiful from Nacho. Yeah, let's give it Nacho so far. That was a sick goal. Losing 1-0 and taking your striker off. Yeah, again, losing 1-0 and bringing on a defensive midfielder to control the tempo or to deal with the counter-attack, I understand. But now throwing guys on, taking your striker off is a bit crazy. But maybe it's an injury. We do not know. Brazil versus the Bank of Switzerland. That's going to be interesting. Jose Jimenez's goal was very good. Yeah, that was a quality header. Here we have, though, Germany. Only 3 minutes left of normal time to go. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. But what can they do? Can they open up another opportunity here, guys? Mesut Ozil out to the left back. Crossing position for Germany. Whipped in. Gomez! Oh, there's an opportunity there. Headed wide from Mario Gomez. I was about to hit the goddamn button, but we couldn't do that. Free header. What is he doing there? It looks like he may have come off his shoulder. Good ball in, though. Biggest chance Germany have had so far in this game. Just clipped over from, I think it was Joshua Kimmich with another brilliant ball into the box. The Mexico faithful are pumping the balls up. They are loving it. They are getting super hyped. But guys, it's been a good game. It's been a good game. Germany may need more of a focal point up front. Maybe we'll see Mario Gomez. I disagree. I think we need a 4-3-3. That's what they need. I think Germany 4-3-3, more control. That's where they've been caught out. It's not about their attacking play, really. I think they've been decent. It's about they've been caught out on the break. And having someone like a Sebastian Rudy at defensive midfield, that's what Germany need for me. And then throw in someone like a Goretzka as well in midfield over Sami Khedira. Khedira's had a very, very poor afternoon. Ronaldo's free kick was much better than Kolarov's. Did you see the whip on it, though? Kolarov's whip was so good, but Ronaldo, high pressure moment there. Very high pressure moment in the game. Ochoa clears the ball for Mexico. Mexico have 2 minutes plus added time to hang on to get a historic win over the world champions. It could happen. We saw Spain really struggle in 2014, losing 5-0 to the Netherlands in the opening game of that tournament, having been current world champions. Maybe this is a kick in the right direction. Again, Spain failed to get out of that group. Will Germany fail to get out of a group of South Korea, Mexico and of course Sweden? Some good play from Julian Brandt. Here we have Germany, and little flick from Mario Gomez across the ball. Breaking down, is he going to hit it? Good defending from Mexico once again. Big chance. Julian Brandt with a volley. Just close, and that is why he was picked ahead of Leroy Sané for technique and ability to think and play. Fantastic talent. Was linked with Liverpool last summer. They went with Mohamed Salah instead of Julian Brandt, which is a good decision. But that's why he's in the squad, because he's a very talented individual. Lovely shot there. Just as I think he's hit the post, or he's hit the post holding up the goal, but that was a chance. Everyone needs a 4-3-3 these days. Yes, I completely agree at the moment. It's the best way to hold possession. Got some comments coming in. Gomez and Rafael Marquez playing in the big 2018. Yeah, it's absolutely bonkers. Which free kick was better? The goal that Ronaldo scored against Portugal, or the free kick he scored against Spain? For me, the one against Portugal, sorry, the one he scored against Portsmouth, or the one against Spain? For me, it's the one against Portsmouth. I was at that game. That was an unbelievable. See the movement of that ball, unbelievable. You know, moving the technique on in world football. That was the sort of introduction of the knuckleball technique. For me, that was the better free kick. But the pressure in the moment, you know, Ronaldo stepping up like he has done, the big game player. Again, today, Stephen Alson is going live with Meat Pie at around 9 o'clock, so make sure to stay around to that. Jump onto his channel, Mr. Stephen Alson. Go and check that out on YouTube, and you'll be able to see some absolute fun. A little bit different than this. This is more analysis. Stephen Alson is more about the banter. He'll be with Ben, with you guys from around 9 o'clock, checking all the best memes of the World Cup. But again, that is... We've seen the end of normal time, 90 minutes. How many additional minutes have we got, guys? The board is just going up here. We'll be able to see it on the screen in a sec. 100% the Portsmouth goal got in the comments. 3 minutes at a time. Mexico have 3 minutes to hang on. They've gone to a back five. I absolutely love that. That is great tactics from the ex-Mexico manager, who deserves a lot of credit. Joachim Low has had a stinker. What's with international managers being terrible? We've seen Didier Deschamps have a stinker. We've seen today Joachim Low have a stinker. It's just not been good enough. And of course, Sampaoli not having a stinker, but his style of football needs to be on the Argentinian team. His Chile team were really good to watch and really good with the ball. So yeah, more defensive play from Germany in terms of defensive midfield is what we need, guys. Nearly 2 minutes left. We've got 2 minutes 15 seconds for the Mexicans. It's a historical victory. Let's be honest with ourselves. Mexico have dropped back to a 5-4-1 shape. Great tactics. That's exactly what you need to do when your opponents throw on extra strikers, look to get bodies into the box. Get the extra defenders here. And again, you've got that overload here. Germany, edge of the area. Thomas Muller, what can he do? Reverse ball. Nobody on the same wavelength. Julian Draxler, how is he still on the pitch? I do not know, but a good little reverse pass there. Get your score predictions in for today's game as well, guys. Alex, go and check out Alex Neil's channel. 4-0 to Brazil. Wow. I'm going to go 3-1 Brazil for later on. Muller has been poor, not been great in this game so far. Mark saying excited to have Fulham back into the Premier League, hopefully with a really competitive. Gomez is a laugh. Hashtag Muller out. No, keep Muller in, but the 4-3-3 in is what Germany need to do. Joachim Low, give me a call if you want some more tactical advice. But here we have it. 1 minute left and 18 seconds, 17 seconds, guys. Again, Boateng, long ball up to the box. Right-hand side of the pitch. Muller crosses into the penalty area. Well defended again by Mexico. Germany looking for a penalty. Gomez saying he's getting held. The ball going out for maybe the last German corner of the game. We have less than 60 seconds left for a historic Mexico win. Mexico deserve this game. They have been absolutely fantastic. What can Julian Brandt do from the delivery? Left-hand side of the box. Manuel Neuer is up, guys. Manuel Neuer is up. Mexico potentially could extend their lead here. The ball comes into the box. Manuel Neuer in the penalty area, looks again on it. Mexico defend it once again. This Mexican defence has been so solid. Credit to their tactical setup, how well they've been in defending. Manuel Neuer is still up the pitch, guys. They're playing with no goalkeeper. They're playing the false goalkeeper at the moment. Ochoa holds the ball, brings it down, crashes to the floor. His teammates show the Mexican lads are getting absolutely plumped. They're clapping. Manuel Neuer is playing on halfway, lads. He's into midfield. He was playing up front. This is a great end to the game. The Mexican Chiquiritas are absolutely having a great time. A long ball up here from Mexico. It's gone out for a throw. Is that it? Is that the final whistle? The referee indicating that it's nearly gone. There's a free kick left. One more free kick left for Germany. It's got to be a long ball into the box. It's been taken, pumped up. What can Germany do here now? And that is that. That is game over. Credit to Mexico. Mexico 1, Germany 0. No Mario Gomez button for today, guys. Thanks for watching this stream. We're going to do a little bit of analysis and then we are calling it off. Make sure, again, to check out Meat Pie. Stephen Alson will be going live with that around 9 o'clock. But, guys, thoughts on the game? That was a corking game. Brilliant counter-attacking play, especially in that first half of Mexico. What a surprise. The biggest surprise of the World Cup so far. Germany losing to Mexico. Congratulations to Mexico, guys. Full-time Mexico 1, of course, Germany 0. The false goalkeeper at the end for Germany. They tried everything else. They threw the false goalkeeper up. Absolutely lovely stuff. My G's, Dave the Pogba French analysis. Unfortunately, we haven't had time to do that, but I do believe I spoke about that yesterday in yesterday's video. I think it was in the first half of the game, around to 30 minutes in the stream. Maybe go and check that out. The link will be on my YouTube channel in the Croatia versus Nigeria game. I go in depth on Paul Pogba, so if you want to check that out. But guys, let's move on to the analysis of the game and how the game was won or lost. Again, what a performance from Mexico. They were absolutely brilliant. Fantastic performance. So good. Is this the biggest upset so far? Yes, 100% it is. How do we win the Nigeria shirt? We've got to hit over 750 likes, and we didn't get there, so we'll have to do that for the next game. But we'll get there in the tournament. Don't you worry, guys. But anyway, let's get the stats going. Oh, dear. We'll have to just back to the main live, Steve. We've got a little bit of a slight issue with our mirroring of our screen. Apologies. But yeah, Mexico 1, Germany 0. What do you guys think's come into the comments? Howard saying from Los Angeles, California, Viva Mexico! Viva Mexico exactly today. More comments coming in from the Bounty Lad. Mexico didn't park the bus. Like Iceland, they deserve their win. They were absolutely fantastic. They were so good. Statman, your favourite Germany will be regret it. Your favourite Germany will be regretting not taking Zani. Yeah, I completely agree there. Mark coming in with his top three players for Mexico: Lozano, Ochoa, and Chicharito. Javier Hernandez. Sweet. I think we are now back to do the analysis, guys. Again, you want to check out the StatZone app. It's absolutely sick. Link in the description below. And of course, you want to check out Patreon as well. Support the lads, support the team. Go and click on that link and sign up for that. Mexico did everything going forward that Germany are great for. Yes, I agree, James. A lot of great interplay. But again, guys, the story of the game: Mexico 1, Germany 0. What a performance from Mexico. Again, the only goal of the game, a fantastic counter-attack. What a counter-attack we had there. And Lozano finishing it off. But again, Guardado winning the ball in midfield. Lovely little play from Carlos Vela. Chicharito with the through ball. Fantastic move from Chucky coming inside. Joshua Kimmich selling him the dummy, and then firing the ball home. The big thing of this game, though, at half-time, what we called on the stream, there needs to be some changes. We need to see some changes from Germany. We need to see Rudy coming into midfield. Germany needs to be switching to a three-man midfield. And again, Marco Reus needs to be brought on. Nothing happened from Joachim Low. His changes were absolutely atrocious. Of course, the first one on 60 minutes. You wait until 60 minutes. Why it's annoying is because 60 minutes, that's a timestamp of when he thought he's going to make his changes. You can't do that in this modern day of football. You need to make changes when you need them. It's so frustrating. Arsenal fans, I remember them getting very frustrated with Wenger for not making changes when they need to be made. Joachim Low's done the same today. Terrible stuff. Why 60 minutes? You've got to make changes. And what's he done? He's brought on his defensive midfielder and brought on Marco Reus. Ozil dropped back to defensive midfield then and didn't do a lot. We'll look at him a bit further on. And again, then taking off his left back and bringing on Gomez. Why do that? So one, when you're behind in a game of football, switch to a three-man midfield to control the tempo. Germany didn't do that. They put Mesut Ozil at DM. Then what are you thinking? Right, get the fullbacks wide. As always, Ferguson has always said, get the ball wide and cross. When you're chasing a game or when you need a goal, what they've done, they've taken off a fullback and they've brought Gomez on. No width on that left-hand side. Draxler had a stinker of this game, absolutely poor. And of course, Werner going off, but they deserve it. Hector Herrera as well, getting booked for time wasting. Lovely stuff right there. But let's look at that German team and what happened. So around 60 minutes, let's look at Mesut Ozil's pass map. Because again, I just don't think he played that well in the game. And again, in that deeper position, just wasn't good enough. So let's take it to 60 minutes. So when he dropped into central midfield, you're not going to get this analysis on the BBC, guys. That's why you stick around for this type of analysis. Stay tuned in. But guy, look at his pass map. Mesut Ozil's pass map at central midfield. You honestly may have not bothered. You might as well not bothered having him there. You may as well play Jero Boateng in central midfield. That's what we're seeing now. That's why I'm so frustrated with Joachim Low. Sebastian Rudy is one of the best ball-playing central midfielders we've seen in recent years. He's fantastic on the ball. You can have him as a deep pivot. You have Goretzka up and Toni Kroos higher up the pitch. But what you've done is you've played Mesut Ozil. Look how ineffective he is in that position. So ineffective. 0 chances created. He's played about 1 forward pass into the penalty area in the wide area. Nothing central. This is the analysis that you guys are getting on the Statman Dave, of course, live stream. But not good enough for Mesut Ozil. Julian Draxler as well. Absolute stinker alert. In terms of what you want from Julian Draxler, yeah, he's completed his pass and so forth. In the second half, though, to be fair, actually, let's take that back. Second half, much improved. 4 out of 4 take-ons. Better, much better, but not enough in the wide area. I want to see him on the left wing. I want to see him left wing, taking the fullback on. That's what he did so well in the Euros, when Germany were good. Central area, there's too many players already in that central area. No point there. But compare that to the first half, like where he was just, not even bothering being on the pitch. But to be fair, second half a little bit better, but not enough in those wide areas is what I want to see. Ozil is absolutely useless. No, I just feel that the tactics were completely horrible today from Joachim Low. He deserves a lot of the credit. Good player though for Germany. The guy I think actually shone was Jerome Boateng. I thought he played really, really well. Not only look at that range of passing, you know, switching the play and so forth. That's what you want to see from your centre-half. You want him to, you know, in the modern day when they've got a lot of possession, you want to get it, you know, moving the ball around and so forth. And that's what Boateng did. Again, playing a number of really good balls into the penalty area. Forward passes nonetheless. Look, 56 forward passes out of, so 56 of his forward passes completed out of around, you know, so only 10 of his passes weren't forward. Again, positive play from Jerome Boateng, and that's what he would bring to Manchester United. But not only that, you've got his defensive capabilities in terms of him recovering the ball. Also, 4 out of 4 tackles won, 100% of his tackles completed, and of course those interceptions in the wide areas and the blocks in the wide areas. Jerome Boateng, the only standout player for me for Germany. Everyone else was absolutely atrocious. Mexico, though, guys, they're the team that obviously won the game. The key guy, the man of the match. I'm going to give the Statman Dave man of the match, of course, to Chucky. Not only was it going forward, 3 chances created, the goal, the 3 dribbles in his own penalty area, was defensively very, very good. You see him the tackles down there and the interceptions. Again, we can visualise his goal, brilliant finish. Manuel Neuer maybe could have done a little bit better. Maybe you could look at his near post. James UFC right now has just said that. Neuer should have done better at his near post. I completely agree. Ozil as a holding midfielder, absolutely atrocious. Kroos too deep. Completely agree with all those points, James, and that is the problem. Why can we see this, but of course, you know, the main man, Joachim Low, cannot see this? But not only what I mentioned before, 21 passes completed out of 23, a 91 pass completion, unbelievable scenes there. 3 chances created, all coming in open play. He's been impressive. Maybe one of the breakout players of the tournament so far. What do you think? Tweet me at Statman Dave as well, of also getting your comments in. Fantastic in terms of those dribbles in the penalty area. But what a game we've had, guys, and the tackles as well. 3 out of 3 tackles won. Like, he's doing the hard yards. Maybe the perfect player for Mourinho on that left wing. If maybe Anthony Martial is let go. Hopefully he's not, because I love Anthony Martial. But maybe he's the option. Anyway, guys, that's been that today for the Statman Dave live for, of course, Germany versus Mexico. What a game we had. Mexico on the counter-attack. We love counter-attacking teams in the studio. You probably love them again. But again, guys, like the video, subscribe if you're new. I've been Statman Dave. You'll next see me dropping some transfer talk. We're probably going to do Jerome Boateng to Manchester United on Wednesday, and then we'll have a scout report for Fred as well on Friday. Make sure you stay to that, and we'll be live for some more Statman Dave videos when I get back from my sister's wedding. You guys have been absolutely awesome in the comments. Thanks for staying with me for the whole game. I hope you've enjoyed it. And again, guys, we'll be back for the next game. I do believe is the Brazil game. Maybe we'll put that in on social media. So follow me at Statman Dave to check that out. But I've been Statman Dave. See you later, Stephen Alson. Let's kill that goddamn stream.